I mean, can you imagine a whole party where what just happened?
We're good.
Oh,
We're good. We've just been muted this whole time.
Alright, so for those of you watching live, and it says there is one.
yeah.
You can now hear us.
Sorry about that before, but it was probably fun to try to think about what we may have been saying.
Right.
I did a reverse spoiler alert.
Yeah,
You can listen to this later and hear what you were watching.
So I didn't want to interrupt your thought, Brian.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you threw out some lines of your character.
Oh, I was just saying, how crazy awesome would it be if there was a whole party? Like, imagine all the people who were at that party. We were at a very big Halloween party last night. There was a shitload of people. And like, what if everybody?
We're popular.
We're super popular. We have tons of friends. Like, what if everybody was there being their character?
Yeah, like a method acting
that would be
Halloween party.
insane.
Yeah, because most people don't.
No.
They might, like you said, occasionally throw some line. Like one of the guys who was a Rick was once I heard him do some Rick impressions.
Yeah,
that was it. No.
I bet it would be really fun for a while, and everybody would be like, "Oh God, this is shut up and just like drink and have fun."
If you're gonna find it anywhere, it's gonna be in LA, like a method acting Halloween.
I bet you could. I bet we could like search it and find it and actually did it if we wanted to.
Also,
we don't want to.
Could be like every 2 weeks there could be something like that.
So
in
we
LA.
could just start LARPing.
Yeah,
Probably
what that is.
Oh no! By the way, I showed Donna Frio a picture of that me and you took at 1, 2, 3, 4
Yes.
of our costumes, and she said you look like Spider-Man and Michael Jackson. I was like, okay, well, great.
Wow.
No, Zorro. She said Zorro first. She said Zorro and Teen Wolf.
Yeah, you know, super similar to Marty McFly and Scarlet Spider.
Come on, I corrected her. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Not to bring up Donna Frio again, but
Art Glover? No, that was possibly going to be a topic this week.
oh, that's right. That's right. A whole topic about
We'll save it. We'll save it until we can interject like her music into the podcast.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
come
her.
prepped with like some music. And
Yeah,
stuff.
so we can
have her as a guest.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, when we don't have guests on here.
I think we should at some point.
I mean,
we
yeah.
have to get another microphone or
For sure.
We have one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got fourth one sitting over there.
If that's space, we'll have to find somebody else who's ready to have a muted conversation on Ustream for a while.
Hey, do you want to be on our podcast and nobody's going to hear you or see you? Kicked off our Ustream.
They can see you, but they won't hear you, or the opposite of that.
I want to go ahead and do a quick little shout out before we get into.
Are we done talking about Halloween?
No, just real quick. You guys, if you have anything else to think about, I just kind of wanted to throw this out because
we talked about talk about Halloween while you're talking about your.
That's fine because I want to talk about this last week, and I'd probably say this is the last podcast that it's going to be relevant. Extra Life.
Yeah, of course.
Extra Life. You can see if you go to Extra Life. That is extra-life.org. Last week, Josh and I pimped our own pages. We now have a team page. So extra-life.org/team/normally normal. You can go there. You can find us. You can donate. We're actually doing really good.
Yeah, for the fact that the event is still a week out, we haven't even begun streaming yet.
Yeah.
We already have a lot of donations.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah, we've raised, I think, collectively almost $600 for Children's Hospital Los Angeles,
Our
which is
combined
huge.
goal is $2,000. So we were expecting most of those donations to be coming in while we were streaming live for 24 hours.
Okay.
People see us, they're talking to us, and then they click the links. But we've managed to get a lot of support ahead of time, which is great because people can be donating now. So
That's
I can
awesome.
see that link.
Yeah, that's huge. And then again, the event Josh mentioned is November 7th. We are going to be starting at 8:30 a.m.
Boom.
8:30 a.m. That is Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be streaming for 24 hours. We're currently in the process of making our schedules for what we're going to be playing, so that if you want to play with us or just join us, you can do that again at twitch.tv/Kovlik317 or twitch.tv/PrimordialBooze.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there before anything else.
Because November 7th, that's in 6 days.
Yeah. So anything you want to lay to rest with Halloween? I feel pretty excited about it that we all went somewhere together, all dressed up.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was really cool. The party was awesome.
Yeah.
It was full of a lot of people that were dressed up and we had a lot of fun and played fun games.
Flip
and
cup.
danced and
Classic flip. Yep. A lot of dancing.
Leo and I peed together.
We did.
Yeah, we went to the bathroom at the same time.
Yep. We went to a house party with probably 100 plus.
Yeah.
I would say. I'm just saying 100 plus because I'm not going to go over exaggerate, but 100 plus with one bathroom.
Yeah.
So things
that we knew about.
One bathroom that we knew of,
Or
and
they
literally
were allowed,
1,000 people.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 people for sure, no
1,000
less.
people, no
and like
less,
half
no
of, like a
minus.
1.5 bathroom. Like there wasn't even a full tub.
So Brian and I walked in together. We're like, this is happening.
Yeah.
I had to whip out my man parts through
like,
a
your
hole
whole
that I
thing.
created in the costume, which I'm so glad I did.
I should have done that.
I thought I was. How did you? Wait, what? You didn't do it?
What'd you do? You just keep peeing on yourself?
Yeah, I just pee through the suit.
Yeah.
No, I just unzipped the head and pulled it down and peeled it off my body. But I never went to the bathroom because the line was always so long, so I just hiked up the hill and peed in the woods.
Oh, nice. It
Really?
was. So that hill was long. I mean, that line was long.
If there were mountain lions and you died doing that,
I
we never saw you
would have been
again.
scared away by my scent. I was marking my territory.
Good point. Good point.
I'm gonna get him. Oh no way, he's marking. He's dominant.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really fun.
It was super fun. So yeah,
fun people, good times.
my knee still hurts.
You took a.
I took a little stumble.
You took a spill.
I took a stumble.
Yeah.
I was wearing my mask at the time,
Right.
And my mask has 0 vision below eye level, and I walked
no peripheral vision.
Yeah,
right?
no,
It's like
super straight, and then I walked straight into I guess a little fireplace mantle on the ground.
Yeah.
And took a nice little stumble, poured beer all over Brian, and got right back up. Today my knee hurts a lot, and my face kind of hurts.
And my shoe's wet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
I gotta be honest. That's the most important thing, and I apologize.
Yeah, no, we know.
I know. God, I know. I feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
Will your insurance cover it?
I'm looking into it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Shoe
but there's a
insurance.
deductible.
Shoe insurance.
I have a deductible on my shoe insurance, though.
If you want to make any changes to your shoe insurance, November is when you got to do it.
Damn it, that's right.
Obama shoe care.
All right, guys, if you want to make any adjustments to your insurance,
That's the dumbest thing I think
I just nailed that. Nailed that.
I like it. I like it.
But seriously, I hope we all had a really good Halloween.
Yeah,
because we did.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody out there. Please don't report us if you're watching live. It happened last week. So we're gonna start this as we have every single podcast before this. The hundreds of podcasts
that we've all done.
But so far, only 2 of them we've ever recorded.
Cumulatively.
Seeped in tradition.
Yeah.
So we've decided, you know what? Let's record a couple podcasts, and now that we have been, we've started with some games.
We have started with games.
The first game,
Episode 1.
Episode 1 was kind of introductions.
Yeah.
I believe it was called.
What was it, Leo?
Yeah, just give me.
What was it, Leo?
Just give me a moment. Fact, fiction, fact.
That was a good game. That was a good game.
And then last week's was
Game 2, Episode 2 was copyright infringement.
Yep.
Which is a great newlyweds type game.
Yep. Copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement. Thank you to We Should Have a Podcast, the podcast that I stole that from.
Don't sue us unless you're dead.
Here we are at episode 3, and we're going to give the reins over to Josh.
We are giving the rein to Josh. Josh, take this rein and do with it what you will.
Look at all these reins I have.
Do you guys think that in, who knows, maybe 5, 10, 15 years, 20, maybe people are going to know what reins mean? Do you think always there's going to be horse carriages? Because, I mean, that's what it was. Take the reins.
No, not at all. There are words that just, like, kind of fade away that don't get used anymore. Absolutely.
Unless it's like an idiom like that, like something that people commonly say. Because like there'll be times where I'll say something like, "What does this even mean?" And I'll Google it, like, "Oh, this was an item from like 1930." Like,
but you just
and
know
that's
because
super racist.
I should no longer say this common phrase
that I constantly am saying. Why am I doing this? All right, Josh. Well, the reins are yours.
Thank you for these reins. So the game that I am going to play.
Did you say ham?
I ham.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like it if we all played, not just you.
I would like it if we all ham.
I'm just gonna play it. Well, I was gonna say crate. I mean, I don't know if I create it. I just kind of combine some elements of other games.
Okay.
So it's a little trivia game.
Cool.
So what I'm going to do is I've already created the questions.
Love it.
So I'm going to text both of you right now. You're each going to get 5 different questions.
Ooh.
The subjects of the questions are what would typically be the forte of the other person. So they are subjects that you're not necessarily ignorant on, but like, so Brian, you're going to get questions that are related to video games and geek culture,
right,
which would normally be Leo's passion.
Of course.
And then Leo, you're going to get stuff related to bands and books and beer and stuff like that. I didn't
B stuff.
I didn't do anything sports related.
You know me, you're into my B stuff.
You had
sort of
even ground.
Yeah.
And plus, it's harder for me to come up with questions. 'Cause I know nothing. It was already harder for me to come up with some ones for Brian, so I apologize, Leo, if yours a little more difficult.
I didn't see any like Khaleesi or Jon Snow.
I saw one Game of Thrones character last night. I saw
at the party. That's
true.
Although I did see some on the internet.
I saw one Jon Snow.
Okay. If you saw him on the internet, it counts.
Oh, my friend's little sister was Khaleesi. She looked good.
Nice.
Not in a like that.
Stop. None of us were thinking.
Come on, guys, not like that.
There was no reason to go down that.
You went there and then told us not to go.
Yeah.
Unless you're like your friend's little sister and she's like 30, and your friend's like 35. That makes sense.
No, that is what it is. He's my age and she's like, I don't know, 3 years younger than us or something.
Oh, well then that's not inappropriate.
Then
you made it sound like it was weird.
No, I just mean weird. Like I didn't want my. You're right. I didn't mean not inappropriate. Yeah.
To be like,
not that we even said any
my
names or
sister.
anything, but
Cool.
yeah.
But he knows who he is.
I didn't mean it like in a gross age way.
Oh well, that's how you were playing it up.
I do. I have a very weird boner right now. Like it doesn't know. It's like up, down, dude. You gotta decide. You gotta decide. Is it weird? Is it not weird? What's going on? You know what I mean?
Inverted.
All right, Josh. Well,
so you're about to, so there's one more element of this game. So I'm about to text you each 5 questions. I want you to answer them as best you can.
Like text you back with the answers?
Text me back all the answers.
Truthfully.
And yes, you want to get this accurate.
Unlike fact, fiction.
So how this will work is when you'll get 1 point for each question that you get correct.
Okay.
However, once I have all the answers, I will read the question. So let's say when it's Brian's turn, I'm going to read his question aloud. So Leo, here's what he had to answer.
Right.
Leo can then guess before I read out the answer if Brian got it right or wrong.
Ooh.
And if Leo is correct in his guess, he also gets a point.
Okay.
And this will alternate back and forth. So you'll get to hear the question. He's already answered it, so he can't be like, now throwing a fake answer now that you say you think he's going to get it right. You guess, did Leo know it? Did he not? And then I'll read out what his response was, and then I'll keep track of points.
Okay.
So you each have a chance to score a point every single question.
Time, yeah.
So I am about to text both of you. I've already got them all copied and pasted into...
You're very prepared, just like I was last week.
Very, very.
The only thing I have not prepared, like you did, and I have no plans to prepare,
sausage in an
there are no
envelope?
prizes. No prizes. So I'm going to make sure...
All I want is
these
hot sausage in an envelope.
We will reach into the raffles that we're going to give away for our event on the 5th, and we'll... one of us can pick something out of there.
All right, you both have just been sent the text.
Done.
Oh my god, it's true,
questions.
it's true.
Oh my god.
So while you are answering, what should we talk about or do so there's not dead air?
This is part of your game.
Well, last time you and I were we were texting back while we were talking.
True.
While Brian had sent us questions.
That's true.
We were making conversation because we didn't actually get to the answering part until halfway through, I feel, because we were just kind of talking about topics and stuff. So should we go on to whatever's next on the agenda of the podcast while you're thinking of these? Obviously, no cheating.
I would say...
don't cheat.
I would say because Halloween just passed.
Mm-hmm. R.I.P. Halloween.
R.I.P. Halloween. I would say let's talk about your favorite costumes that you personally have done.
Oh yeah, like best of Halloween's past.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. I like
And
that.
Halloween's future.
I'm going to go ahead and just, since I thought of it, and if that's what we're going to talk about, I'm going to spout out one. Let me know. Should I go? Should I go? Should I go? Should I go?
Josh, should we let Leo go first?
I'm going.
Okay, Leo, go.
I was,
I'll allow it.
I believe, in 10th grade. My friend and I named Paul Duma. Paul Duma, if you're listening, how did you find this?
Yo, what up, Paul?
I have not told you about it yet.
No real name.
No real names.
Paul Duma works at Disney.
Oh wow, that's real
whoa.
specific. His address
He is slowly making his way up the ranks. He's an absolute delight of a human being, and I'm super excited to have called him as an old friend. In about 10th grade, I had the idea to go as a superhero.
Ooh.
But we wanted to go as superheroes that don't exist yet, and they would be like the antithesis of each other. So I went as Flashlight Man, and he went as Reflecting Man. So I bought probably 30 flashlights from like a dollar store. Duct taped them all to my body, all facing different directions.
Yeah.
Majority of them facing forward and backward. And all of them, obviously, this is when I was in 10th grade, so batteries were probably the most expensive part. But throughout the night, I was just a beacon of light, and he was Reflecting Man. So he had reflectors all over his body, like bike reflectors. And when we stood next to each other, it was one of my favorite moments. So yeah, I would say Flashlight Man and Reflecting Man.
I will say you were still a beam of light wherever you go.
Aww.
No, that's awesome.
You're such a sweetie pie.
I am the sweetie pie of the group.
Yeah. If there's one sweetie pie in this group, it's definitely Josh.
My favorite costume is when I went as a sweetie pie. I'm trying to think of some costumes that really stood out to me.
Yeah, think of a great one that you wore one year.
That story reminded me of one. When I was in high school, it was Halloween on a weekday, so people were at school, and I got there. I wasn't planning on wearing a costume. I didn't, wear one to school. And when I got there, my best friend, I guess real names, I don't know, Kevin Snyder.
Oh my God, real name?
Real names.
I feel like real names is fine as long as it's not casting someone in an awful light.
Yeah, I guess that's true. If it's positive, sure.
Wait, what's his name?
Kevin Snyder.
Oh,
He had a great costume I saw on Facebook. He went as Clark Kent.
Oh, you know this person?
Yeah.
He has met him. We've played some games together online. Yeah, Kevin, I saw some pictures. He took his 2 young children out trick-or-treating. His daughter was Dorothy and his son was the Scarecrow.
Oh, nice.
But when I got to school, we were in theater together, and I saw that he did come in a costume, make a DIY costume. He was just I believe in pajamas and stuff, and he had like a paper sign on his chest that said Super Night Night Man.
Super Night Night
So
Man.
and I was like, oh well, I don't want to not be in a costume, but obviously I didn't bring anything with me, so I went into the bathroom, turned all my clothes inside out, had underwear on the outside, all that kind of stuff, and then put a sign on it that said Inside Out Man. And then I just wore that. I had socks on the outside of my shoes. My shoes got real sweaty because I had socks in there, and that's what I wore throughout the whole day.
That's a creative last-minute thing. I love that.
So that Leo story reminded me of that. I would not have thought of that had you not told that story. I would still be racking my brain of what I've worn in past parties. Still trying to think of some things I've done.
How about a costume? I'm going to say a costume that I really, really wanted to do, but I logistically just couldn't figure out how to do it. When Heroes was super popular, after season 1 had just ended, when we lived in Chicago for a Wilton Way party,
boom!
I wanted to be the Exploding Man, Peter Petrelli, and I had the shirt, I had the pants, I had everything. The only problem was my idea just at that time just couldn't be done because there was no lights, like Christmas type lights that didn't need to be plugged in. Because now there's some that are battery powered and I could do it now, but I had to basically stand by an electrical socket at all times, and that sounds like a super awful costume. But I actually might hopefully try to bring that one back. But for me that's a costume that on the bad end, but that would have been super cool, but in the moment and very, very unique and different.
How about you, Brian?
Oh, you know what? I was actually real happy. Or wait, it must have been it was either Halloween or just a costume party, but that sounds crazy. It must have been Halloween.
We did throw a lot of costume parties in Chicago.
Yeah.
It was
here. It was here in LA, but I don't remember. I can't remember what it was for, but Todd Kreitzman, Todd Kreitzman, you guys know Todd.
Real name.
Fuck.
So better be a good story.
Damn it.
Hope you're not casting
just
anything.
said I didn't want to. Let's just call him.
Smod Smriceman.
Smod Smriceman is a friend of ours, also from Chicago. Woot woot. He and I
no real city names.
Were Chicago. He's from Chicago. We were the Wet Bandits from Home Alone.
Nice.
One year.
I actually think I remember this.
I'm tall and skinny. He's shorter and stouter. We fit the characters so well. And honestly, the costume was so good. You guys know this fucking real name thing is, I'm over it. You know Tiffany's friend Lexi? You guys ever meet Lexi? Yeah, of course.
Fantastic.
She made the iron, the burnt iron print on my face, when he gets the iron dropped on his head, and it was so awesome. It was really, really good. That was probably the best costume ever. It was Todd's idea. He's smarter than me.
He's pretty clever when it comes to costumes.
Yeah. It was so good.
Another real name drop about to happen right now. Our friend Melissa Rosen, she and her sister just were the Wet Bandits.
Oh yeah, that's right, and they look so good
Their costumes
too.
look awesome. I saw some post. She said that she was in the bar or something, and someone directed her towards the
men's room. Yeah, I saw that too.
Her costume was so good.
Big shout out to Rosen, who's also just a fantastic person.
Right. Big shout out to 2 years ago when we went to
no real time.
Huge shout out to 2013
when Brian and I and a lot of other people went to Vegas for Tiffany's birthday.
Yeah.
And Lexi came, and we were by the pool, and she looks great in a bikini.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to Lexi.
She was
If you're
also
listening.
mistaken for a prostitute that weekend.
Yep.
Shout out to Lexi.
Shout out to
Someone
Lexi.
tried to show her to the wrong bathroom, the prostitute's restroom.
Shout out to Lexi. So Lexi, if you're listening, what up, girl?
That was a good one. I did like that one a lot. I remember, and also 1 year in high school, I dressed as a woman, and I liked it way too much. It was so fun. It was great. It was really good.
Ooh.
Awesome. I had the stockings on, the high heels, and the fake boobs. I actually got a boob job,
Oh,
but then I got it removed.
okay.
Yeah.
Dedicated.
Yeah, I go all the way.
Yeah, pictures of this costume?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
Just Google search "sexy girl Halloween costume."
Oh, that's why you're doing it. You're trying to find your own
Trying to
pictures of me.
delete all evidence of that.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was good. Oh, and me and Chad and it must have been Crystal.
If you're
So many real names.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
The
Oh, I know.
centipede, human
Yeah.
centipede.
Yeah,
That was,
Centipede.
we were human centipede once, and that was pretty great.
That was
Oh.
very awesome. We were at Chad and Crystal's house.
Yeah, which is where I live now.
You lived there, and you lived there then. At the
I lived
time.
there
You've
before,
lived there
I
on and off
lived there,
again. We were at that house party, which was another awesome, fun Halloween party.
On again, off
And-
again, housing relationship.
Yeah.
You-
It's just like my normal life.
Yeah.
Yep.
You and Chad and Crystal all had your
Lexi.
own individual costumes.
Yes.
And then midway through the party, the three of you left.
Yep.
And then interrupted the party as a human centipede walking along the floor.
So right, that was pretty good.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
A lot of people were disturbed,
Yeah, it was gross.
but it was great. What was the order again? Who was in front?
I think I was in back.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yo, what's up? Oh, I don't know what that means.
That's the phone thing I was telling you guys.
Super
And
What
done.
else? What else?
All questions on Leo's end have
All right,
been
all right.
answered.
I'm so close. I was thinking about costumes.
All right. While Brian is finishing his up, Leo, what are? I guess you did say you might want to bring back Exploding Man. What's a future costume that you would want to do with without any limits?
I'll tell you right now. You know exactly what it is.
I know what it's gonna be,
and that's why
most
you're bringing
people
it up. So the costume that will be when it's complete and I'm happy with it, I will never not be this for Halloween. It's expensive, and/or it'd be just take a lot of craftsmanship to actually put together. I've saw online that you could basically just buy the whole finished product if you'd like for like $8,000. Which
Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the Rocketeer.
So dope. How awesome would that be?
It's going to happen. It's going to
That'd
happen.
be awesome.
I've seen many a thing to how to make it out of foam, how to craft, how to actually take the metal and craft your own. I'm like, okay, all of that is way out of my league. The foam thing wouldn't be too hard. How to build the rocket packs with 2-liter bottles, basically very DIY stuff. But if I make this costume, I want to almost to the point of I want to then be able to wear this and happily wear it to any sort of cosplay.
Yeah.
And I think there is a place for a budget costume, when we won that costume contest.
Yeah, we did.
Because people aren't expecting it, so when you blow it out of the water in some weird budget way, it's a super funny kind of off kilter type thing. So, yeah, I would say that is probably going to be my end all be all costumes. That when I reach that point where either I can just buy it or I'm like, oh, you know what, let's actually take 2 months before Halloween and start preparing and get a real badass costume.
Imagine walking into a party with just the sickest fucking Rocketeer costume. That'd be so awesome.
It would be.
You would win.
It will be amazing, and it's. I've always wanted even just to have that jacket. And if you don't know what jacket I'm talking about, when you watch The Rocketeer, it's.
Watch The Rocketeer.
Watch The Rocketeer. Apparently, I just also heard they were going to make a second one, but Disney.
Rocket 2.
Yeah, Rocket 2. You're done.
I'm killing with the puns today.
Killing with the puns today. But yeah, they're gonna make a second one. But anyway, that jacket it's like a regular zip-up jacket, but it has then an entire button front.
Yeah.
It's so cool, and I
jacket.
think that's the jacket. It's the hardest part is just to find people that would help me craft this stuff because I can't sew, I can't metallurgy, I can't. I'm not any of that. But if I could put all that together.
Shout out to Alex Haberman who loves jackets, by the way.
Yeah, Alex Haberman.
Shouting out to friends. He loves jackets. He's got so many jackets.
Jackets, I would say, are easily my top 3, if not top 2, favorite articles of clothing.
What would be number 1 or 2 if jackets was 3.
Um,
I just want to know about your clothing.
Yeah,
favorites.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
Sailor hat.
Yeah.
Josh fucking loves
I have a
sailor
huge
hats.
Sailor hat collection. They're all identical, but to me, I know which one's
You
which.
know the story behind each one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have got some stories.
If these sailor hats could talk,
they would sue me.
Yeah.
And that would beat out the ghost court for trial of the century. All right, we've got
Answers
the
in?
Answers are in. So
Can
now we
we-
can play the game.
So while you're compiling the answers,
I've
Josh,
titled,
Oh yeah, what is the title?
Do They Know?
Nice, I like it. Do they know? Leo's crossing something off or writing something in on his very well typed up topic sheet.
Yeah, Leo always has very well prepared documents.
So far, it's been 3 episodes, and you always come with very well prepared type of documents.
Pretty
I
good
come with
color.
I come with my notebook that's just like I got some scribbles in it, and Josh just has nothing.
Well, this is the first time I have anything, and it's literally just to write down the score.
well, hopefully, eventually, it's because when this Ustream, we can then just put it right on YouTube, and I can chop it up into separate videos, and we could
Oh, nice.
expand ourselves. So I'm like kind of writing down timestamps and stuff like that.
Just want to say thanks to Sam Adams for
Yep.
Sponsoring episode 3. We're all drinking Rebel IPA here.
Our first sponsor.
Don't sue us.
Speaking of Rebel IPA, if you take a look here, thank you. Cheers to
Hey.
cheers to Sam Adams.
Cheers to Samuel Adams.
I missed the brewery when I went there. I was going to try to set up a tour.
Oh yeah.
But
It's in Boston, guys.
yeah, I was in Boston once, and I wanted to go to that brewery, but it was a little too far outside of town for me.
Haberman and I went when we visited Boston.
That's
he had a
awesome.
nice jacket on, if I remember correctly, and
Of course.
it was actually really cool. We had like a just brewed Sam Adams Boston lager, and like honestly, I mean, thanks for sponsoring us, Sam Adams, but I don't ever drink you as a beer, but it was delicious.
Can I take this movement? So Brian, can you get me another Sam Adams, please?
Absolutely, coming right up.
Actually, hold on. Let's make this
Here we
into a commercial that we could cut away to.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hi, Brian. Man, how's your day?
God, good, but boy, it's hot out.
Isn't it so hot right now?
Yeah.
I just want to ask this nice bartender over here to my right if I could just have maybe a beer and maybe his suggestion.
Hey, shithead! We're thirsty.
Well, you're in the right place.
This guy's so weird sounding.
Oh, but I'll tell you what, he's holding all the cards. He's got all the beers.
Wonder if he's selling any Samuel
Adams
Adams Rebel IPAs.
Oh, you guys are definitely in the right place. This is Samuel Adams IPA Bar.
Holy shit,
Wow.
this is perfect.
We've got 100 taps. All Samuel Adams Rebel IPA.
Wow, can you just give us one and shut up?
Okay, that'll be $18.95 plus tax.
This place sucks, man. It's really expensive.
This place sucks. Sponsored by Rebel Adams.
Tax is 800%.
All right, just go. Why don't you go die?
Yeah, just go die, bartender.
I'm only part human.
Brian, may I please have another beverage?
Yes, and thanks, Sam Adams.
Let's also give a huge thanks to Josh, who normally is the quietest of the bunch, so I have him turned down just a little bit, for being louder in my ears than I've ever heard in my entire life. So big shout. Oh, that wasn't Josh. Sorry, that was the weird.
I'm the part human bartender.
Bartender. What?
Guess which part?
Can I ask a question now? I now want the fanfic behind this guy. I now
Oh, yeah.
want to know. You didn't get yourself one?
I'm good right now.
All right.
Thanks. I'll get one in a second.
So I
or the bartender.
actually need to know, like, who is he? How did he get a job here? Where is he from? That if he's part human, like, what's the other part?
Do you know?
The only part that's not human is the back. People think I have a lot of back hair, but I don't. It's fur. From a wild boar. My back is wild boar. I got a wild boar back. Everything else is human, though.
I like that
My
he-
height is abnormally small, but that's just a weird abnormalation of my own body. Nothing to do about not being a human on the back.
I like that he just, as he was saying what he was part, it almost was like he was figuring it out for the first
Oh,
time.
absolutely.
Oh, definitely not. I definitely know my own story.
All right, so he's got a wild boar back. Well,
Very coarse.
yes, yeah. No, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it at all.
Can I be honest? Some bartenders talk too much.
Right.
This might be one of them. We now know he has back hair.
Like
We
a
can't
shitload.
see it. It's
I don't
covered.
know how I got hired. My resume had 2 words on it. Freak show.
Oh my god.
So glad we came to this bar.
Yeah. Josh, can you tally up the score and what do we got?
Let's play. Do
They know?
Do they know?
Do they know? All right. So
Very seductively, almost said.
we will start
Do they-
with Brian's first question. So I'm going to read the question out loud. He has already answered.
Yes.
Before I read his answer, and so Brian, you also don't want to give any inclination whether you think you answered it correctly or not.
Yeah, I wanted to say some shit before, but no, I decided not to.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So Leo, you are going to guess before I read Brian's answer aloud. Did he get it correct or incorrect? And if you were right on your guess, you get a point.
You got all the wrong.
You're saying right now,
No, I'm kidding. I need to hear it.
That would be pretty awesome. All right. So Brian's first question was, in the viral video, what name did a World of Warcraft player notoriously shout as he charged into battle without following his team's strategy whatsoever?
Oh, you're wrong for sure. Although this is kind of creeping into like modern day culture for some reason.
Wrong for sure, you said.
But wrong for sure.
I can't
can
go back to answer your question.
All right. Leo states that Brian is going to get this wrong.
Okay.
Brian's
for sure.
answer
Everybody heard
was
it.
wild card.
All right, listen. I didn't know what the fuck the question was talking about.
Correct.
The only thing I could think of was Charlie from It's Always Sunny, like totally screwing up everything in that one episode, and then whenever he did it, he would just go wild card, bitches.
Wild card. Correct.
So sorry,
So-
that's incorrect.
That is incorrect.
Okay, great.
The name.
May I?
Yes.
Nah, that's dumb. I don't want to be rude and be like, I don't know what.
Yeah, you're really rubbing it in my face.
I don't want to rub it. I don't want to rub anything.
The name that was shouted and has been used in more and more pop culture recently is Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's give a big shout out to Ironhide 850 real quick for watching. Hello.
Hey, what's
Ironhide.
up? Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks for watching. So,
Ironhide, I like.
I don't know if you knew that, but Leroy Jenkins.
Probably knew it.
All right, so now I will read Leo's first question.
Ironhide said, "Hey."
Yay!
That's why I shouted it.
Oh,
I got
awesome.
the chat up here.
Hell yeah.
Leo's first question was, who is the lead singer of Muse? Brian, do you
No
think
way
you
he got this right.
Right
or
for sure.
wrong?
He got it wrong.
Right for sure.
His answer was
Fuck you.
Matt Creek.
No, that's incorrect.
It was close though.
I don't believe it.
The correct answer was Matthew Bellamy. Leo also had a follow-up note saying, great vocals, he should win an Oscar.
Guys,
Follow-up comment: Leo doesn't know how the Academy Awards works.
my commentary's on point.
So far, you both have missed your own question, but
Yeah.
have had a correct prediction of the others.
Well done. Well done.
All right, so now Brian's second question.
Nailed it.
Wrong for sure.
What
That's my game next week. It's my turn.
is just wrong for sure?
Wrong for sure.
What is the name of Thor's hammer?
Damn. See, this is rough because it's in, again, another question that's kind of almost seeping over to like modern culture.
So right.
Yeah, like it's mentioned in the movies.
Right.
I'm going to say by the confidence that Brian's saying right, wrong for sure. It's being a total dick. Wrong for sure.
Brian's answer was
Wrong for sure.
Crispin.
What? It's not Crispin? You're saying it's not Crispin?
Crispin!
He was the power of Thor may wield the mighty Crispin.
Damn it, what's the fucking name?
Mjolnir.
Ugh.
And there was a running gag in both the Thor movies where Kat Denny's character keeps referring to it as Mew Mew. Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
You can tell Brian
Mjolnir.
loves those movies with his response of, oh, yeah.
I know, I do. Those movies are awesome. I
No,
just
but I'm
don't-
just saying your lack of dedication and love that Josh and I
I think it is the
Would sit-
wrong person's name. Kat Denny. That is not who is then that person.
Yeah.
Kat Denny, is that right?
It sounds familiar.
Who are you talking about? Which
The girl. She's from Two Broke Girls.
She's the
Oh,
funny brown hair.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Comic
Is
relief.
that correct?
that show.
She was in
garbage.
Thor and Thor 2.
No, I do remember her in the movies.
Wrong for sure.
Damn it.
Guys,
She wasn't she like the
wrong for
nerdy
sure.
science? She was
Kat
like a-
Dennings.
Kat Dennings.
Nice.
Kat Dennings.
I knew it was.
Wasn't she the nerdy? You probably say scientist.
Yeah,
From
she
that
was like
movie?
a scientist
Yeah.
assistant. Yeah, no, I really do remember her in that.
Yeah. 40-year-old virgin.
But to be just super straight, Two Broke Girls is awful.
You guys ready to, this is a teaser of Wrong for Sure.
Wrong for Sure, next week's game.
Next week's game. Brian, since you know so much about Thor, who is the second PA? Wrong for sure. All right, Josh.
Who was the wardrobe assistant for the first 2 weeks on Thor?
Wrong for sure.
Thought you were a Marvel buff. Oh, I guess not. All right, Leo's second question. Which movie is not based on a book? A. Breakfast at Tiffany's. B. Jaws. C. Mrs. Doubtfire. D. The Last Witch Hunter. Do you think he got this correct or incorrect?
I think Leo got this answer correct.
Leo's answer is B. Jaws. In parentheses. Anyone want to go see Last Witch Hunter together? Which is...
I say no to that.
Incorrect.
Oh, damn it.
I'm sorry.
So Leo got that wrong, but also Brian's prediction was wrong.
Son of a bitch.
So the
And
correct
no, I don't
answer,
want to see Last Witch Hunter.
which is actually the correct answer. Last Witch Hunter is the only one not based on
Really?
the book. Yeah, I was surprised. Mrs. Doubtfire is based on a book called Madam Doubtfire. And Breakfast at Tiffany's, I figured was based on a book, but I didn't realize the book was written by Truman Capote.
It was?
He wrote the book Breakfast at Tiffany's that they made the movie based on.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and I figured The Last Witch Hunter would be a book because it's like a fantasy thing, but no, it's just a screenplay.
Yeah,
Same
I
guy
thought that one was for sure.
I would love it if all of this was unfact checked. Like,
Oh my God.
Josh is like,
Just like, you guys know what?
Josh
Just making up names?
Actually, in listening to the first 2 episodes of our podcast, which
Yeah.
I have, I was wondering if we should do like a this is what we fucked up on last week.
Oh,
in
yeah.
next week's thing.
Like in
that's not
magazines and
original.
stuff.
I mean, I know people do that, but I thought
I don't think for podcasts. I think it'd be original for like. I mean, obviously, like newspapers.
What if
do
we
it.
intentionally
Yeah,
mess
yeah.
up everything?
Just screw it
And
up
so
all.
every episode is just everything
A
we...
bunch.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, something to consider. I don't know because it's only because I'll be saying something in a podcast and then listen to it and know it's wrong and then be like, God damn it, I
yeah.
did that.
Like if I didn't catch myself now when I was like Cat Denny,
Right.
and after we were done, like, oh wait, that's not right.
Exactly. So just from episode
like that.
2, I think it was.
I like it.
I got Lamar Odom's height and age wrong. He's 6'10" and he's 35.
What did you say last time?
I said he was 7-something and 25. So fact checking.
All right.
I like that idea.
So now we
Maybe we'll have Rob listen to it, and then Rob goes through. Rob
We gotta
completes
have
the
Rob
hours.
involved in this somehow, right?
Yeah, for sure.
like we're ready for like an 8-hour episode.
Right.
Robin, and we won't be here. I would listen to that though.
I would absolutely listen to Rob talk on a podcast. You could.
Brian needs to have his own podcast. Brian's third question.
Wait, so are we? What's the score right now?
Well, Leo has 2 points. You have 1
Okay.
because
great.
you missed one of your predictions. All right, so this is
Such-
Brian's.
Well, I thought Leo would be smart. I'm never gonna bet on that again.
Brian's third
Wrong
question.
for sure.
What do the 3 E's in E3 stand for?
Wrong. Easy wrong.
I hate you so much.
Again, I'm kind of like wishing that I could go back in time, and when you said, "Is Brian getting any of this right?" Wrong. Just wrong all of them, because I would have just basically baller status.
Yeah.
Pointed like Babe Ruth. Pointed in right field.
I will give you a clue. Brian's answer involves 4 E's.
So crushed it.
So, yep, his answer was everyone eats eggs over easy. Which, I mean, it could be.
That's probably a fun convention.
Yeah, it's a great convention that is easily one of the most popular in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the most crowded. You're right. It would definitely be eggs over easy.
Yeah, whatever.
So we were looking for Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Excellent. That makes much more sense.
So
Josh, what is E3?
the Electronic Entertainment Expo. That is where they have it's a big video game convention.
No,
you know
to be
what it
fair,
is.
I know what
You
it
just don't know
is.
what the
I just
3
had
E's
no
stood
idea.
for.
What it
I'm just saying for like the audience who might not even know either.
Yeah, E3 is a annual convention where they release all the new video game news and trailers and all this kind of stuff. It's a big.
It's like their Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl of video games.
Video game Super Bowl.
Um,
Listen, because like we were also talking about costumes, and I felt
For
the
sure.
time pressure, and so I wasn't able to think of a lot of clever stuff. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Fuck.
all right, Leo's third question: what is the legal drinking age in Amsterdam? Brian, did he get this right or wrong?
Wrong.
Thank you. Thank you.
Leo's response was, there is no legal drinking age, which is wrong.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
So
but it's probably younger.
I looked it up. What do you guys think it is?
I thought Europe didn't have a drinking age. It's just up to the parents to decide when.
Mm-mm.
No, but I don't think it's the like countrywide. I think different. I don't think it's nationwide in Europe. I think different countries have different rules.
Then my thing is 13. That was gonna be my other guess.
Alright, so your guess is 13.
I'm guessing 16.
It used to be 16.
Ooh, I was right.
It was until January of 2014.
Oh my God.
So it was 16 for beer and wine that were less than 15%. If you wanted liquor or anything like that, you had to be 18. But since January of 2014, they've upped it. It's now 18 for anything.
Oh wow.
In Amsterdam. So I thought it'd be younger too. That's why I chose that.
Because I remember back in school being like, oh, those kids are having a wine with their family, and it's not as strictly like enforced as it is. I mean, yes, you can't go out to bars and stuff, but like you can. It isn't like a stigma like, ooh, you got to be 21, like even to have wine.
And there's a thing like a lot of it has to do like with your if you're with your parents or something.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That.
Like, if it's almost in the sense of like if they allow it, then you can do it.
Right.
So.
God, Amsterdam's so awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I loved it so hard.
I'll tell you right now, my favorite part about our trip that we took, and by we took, I mean I got to follow you on Facebook while you did the whole trip yourself, was the houses in Amsterdam on the river that were built.
that are sitting in the canals. Yeah, they're fucking
that sounds
crazy.
awesome.
It is so cool.
That is so cool because you
That
can look
city's
out your window
incredible.
and just see like the hull of a boat pass by.
Just going by.
That's so cool.
And it's always
while
like,
you're smoking
it's
your
mellow.
doobie.
Yeah, you're just like sitting out there smoking, and like a boat's just slowly rolling by. My place was great.
Sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, we're on to Brian's fourth question.
I'm still down.
Josh said earlier, because I had mentioned to him that everyone's flocking to France right now to go because France is showing Star Wars a week early, basically.
They are?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So like in France, they're showing it a week early. So like people are going crazy and buying tickets in France and then getting tickets.
Yeah.
And Josh was like, "Oh great, my first trip ever outside of the United States is going to be to go see Star Wars and come right back."
Yeah, not to see any sights.
No.
Just go do that and leave.
Yeah.
You go to Paris just to a movie theater.
I really hope all the people go out there and it's dubbed in French. It's not like English with like French subtitles. They all go there and no one knows, and there's no subtitles.
That'd be awesome.
I really hope that's the experience
awesome.
people have.
Well, yeah,
Just
because
for my own benefit.
you hate when
All that.
people have a good time.
Yeah, I was like, nothing makes me happier than when people are unhappy.
Right.
But no, that is awesome. That's insane. I know, and I heard that Star Wars is going to be coming to instant Netflix, but only in Canada within a year after its release.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Canada only?
Yeah, the U.S. couldn't get the rights, so U.S. it'll be like I think on Stars. Like,
oh, okay.
But yeah, so people are thinking about trying to figure out ways to like change their address on the Netflix account so it says they're in Canada, so they can start watching it.
Which is crazy because they're still going to do IP checks, and you're going to be checking in Los Angeles.
We should just take a ride up to Vancouver. It's beautiful up there anyway. We go skiing or something, and then watch Star Wars.
You gotta find someone's house. Hey, is it cool? Do you have Netflix by any chance?
But like, also, you know, the movie's like it's out on Blu-ray.
It's been out for
you,
what?
you can buy it.
Yeah, we just want to watch on Netflix.
Yeah. Like, I'm Netflix only.
I have family friends that live in Canada, so I will see if they have Netflix.
Yeah, look into that.
And then also see if we can come home. But most importantly, we'll start if they have Netflix.
Perfect. This is really coming together.
If you do that wrong, if you ask them to come visit, oh wait, did you have Netflix? No, I'm busy now.
Listen, we're super busy.
Sorry, that trip just got canceled. Like, in this conversation, it was canceled.
I remember absolutely when they would come to visit, because whenever their son would come visit with them, who was like 10 years older than me at the time.
How much older is he than you now?
Also still 10. At the time, I was going to say at the time I was like 8 and he was 18, obviously.
Oh, right.
But thank you, Brian, for pointing that out. The obvious.
I love you so much.
But whenever he would come over, which was probably like every 2 years when I was like in, high school, and then I was going to say secondary school, but I hope everyone knows what that means. It just means 7th through 12th. A lot of people might not know what that means.
Yeah, I didn't call it that.
Yeah, it was called secondary school. Lake Braddock Secondary School. 7th through so there was no middle school. I didn't go to a different middle school.
Yeah, me too.
There was no middle school. I went to 7th through 12th all together, and it was 7th on the bottom floor, 8th on the top, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th.
Whoa.
Damn. And that was just in
That was Virginia. Yeah. So it was just a huge, like, used to be like a hippy dippy school. There were no walls.
Love that.
Anywhere.
My high school was like that.
So they slowly built like the walls and like not like actual walls, but they just had a bunch of dividers. So
Right.
like you could hear a ton of other classes because the whole idea was to have like open learning, but that didn't ever really hit off. So. But anyway, the reason I brought this up was their Canadian son got me into Tony Hawk, thus
Nice.
further ingrained my love of video games.
That game was fun as hell.
He came over. We had just gotten a PlayStation. I didn't really have like many games for it. PlayStation 1, that is. He dropped off Tony Hawk. He left it with me. Was like, here, play it. And I remember I played that game nonstop. And when Tony Hawk 3 came out, he came back. And like we played together like a school level forever. And I just remember that being like, holy crap, this is another moment other than like Mario when I know I'll be in love with video games.
Right.
Which is cool.
That game was awesome.
So anyway, sorry about that. Sorry to derail, but
T-Hawk, Canadians, shout out.
Shout out to Canadians.
All right, Brian's
And Lexi.
fourth question was,
who is back in LA, by the way, so maybe you'll run into him.
Super excited.
what what was Leo's school called after elementary school? Really wish this conversation would happen earlier.
God damn.
No, Brian's fourth question was, what is the real name of superhero Doctor Strange?
Well, for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Brian actually got this one.
Right for sure. Yeah, well done.
Brian's answer was Matt Riggs.
Matt Riggs.
Shout out to Matt Riggs.
Matt Riggs has been Doctor Strange this entire time.
We would have accepted the answer, Doctor Strange. His name is Dr. Stephen Strange.
Oh, god damn it.
He will be in a future
Strange.
Marvel movie played by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. I like
Cool
him.
thing to look forward to in the movies that I think they're sticking with is he was a surgeon who was on the level like of confidence and I'll figure out the word I'm looking for, but on the level of confidence as like Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark.
Cockiness.
Cockiness, that's the word I'm looking for. Like cockiness, he was like the best. You know, his hands were his entire life. He got in a car accident that mangled his hands, and he was.
I love the word mangled.
Mangled. He can no longer be a surgeon, but through the training with the ancient one that's going to be played by. Help me out.
Actually, haven't seen that casting news.
Oh, she looks like Conan O'Brien.
Jessica Chastain.
Tilda Swinton.
Yes, Tilda Swinton
Well
is
done.
going to be.
She looks like
So she was cast, and she still, to when they are going to shoot the movie, doesn't know if she wants to play it as a female or a male.
Oh wow!
And that sounds
Whoa.
awesome, like just an androgynous kind of like, is that the correct word I'm looking for?
Androgynous?
Yeah,
She's good
She's
too.
good with both her right and left hand.
which is which is fantastic. I'm super excited about that. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good movie. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be mystical. It's gonna be fun. But wrong for sure.
So you were correct in your prediction. Brian was incorrect in his guess.
Yes. This game's fun.
Is it?
Leo's fourth question was, who wrote the book The Martian? Right.
Wrong. Very, very fucking wrong.
Even after episode 1 and all of us talked about space?
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
different.
And I actually also just posted a picture on Instagram of that book now that I think about it, so maybe you would have seen it, but I think it's wrong.
Alright, you were correct.
I don't have Instagram.
His guess was Matthew Craver.
Oh, nice. Yeah, but it goes to Facebook. It's Andy Weir.
Yep.
But Matthew Craver? Is that a person?
In parentheses, he also said, let me bring that back up, secretly a real Martian.
Good answer. Good answer.
Dude, straight killing it
Dude,
with
it's
the
super
post
close.
commentary.
I got it. These last questions, I got to catch up.
Alright,
Is there a way for him to catch up?
so if...
3 to 4.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, if...
But there's no prizes, so who gives a shit?
If Leo, if you are incorrect, and he guesses that you're incorrect, and he is correct, and then he is correct, and you guess that he's
Alright, let's just play the goddamn game.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we go over that again?
Yeah. So here's how Brian will win. If on Leo's fifth question, Leo is incorrect,
Right.
Yeah.
but Brian is correct,
Yeah.
on guessing that Leo is incorrect.
Right.
But also at the same time, Brian is correct,
Right.
and Leo is incorrect in guessing that Brian is correct.
Got it.
That's
So-
how I can win.
We are both 100% clear on this.
I have another question for you guys. If a train leaving Chicago is headed east at 60 miles per hour,
Yes.
continue, Josh.
Those were my favorite questions.
I hated every second of those. I would just put where they end up, moving on.
Yeah.
What's next?
Get off the train, man.
What's
to get a car?
fail?
idiot.
Fail with my life, move on.
There was a factor that I was contemplating using in this game in the event of a tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
And
Hopefully that
I'm
happens.
considering using it now,
Wrong for sure.
just to see. But I don't know. We'll see if there's a tie, and
Oh,
then
if there's a tie.
if there is, then I'll figure something out.
This is super exciting that we're all thinking about what maybe you're thinking about.
I know.
She's not saying anything.
Trying to figure it out. What could he possibly be thinking?
There's such a mystery right now.
So now we are on.
Is this fun for people? People having fun?
I-
Not us. I'm having fun.
I'm having a blast. I feel like sometimes that's all that matters.
Well said.
Yeah.
Screw listeners. All right. So Brian's 5th question.
Here we go.
What was the marketing slogan for the NES?
Wrong for sure.
Dude, come on. NES, man, come on.
Unless he was just recently in your room.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he might have been there probably every night.
We all shut down.
So, wrong for sure.
No more secrets. So, in my room, I do have an original poster that came with my NES that has in big letters the
I'm
slogan
going to be looking
for the
at
marketing.
this very soon.
Brian's already
And
left. He's
Brian
gonna-
has already seen the poster, and he is very confident that my poster says, "Playing outside sucks." Buy an NES.
He's right.
That's it, right?
So yeah, Brian's off to go take a look.
And the victor go to spoils. Spoil me, Josh. Actually, there is still a chance that you could win, right?
Ah!
No.
No? We could tie, though.
No. Not at this point.
Oh, is it just, it's over?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
But it's okay. We'll still do the final one.
Now you're playing with power.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to text. Did it come through? That's weird.
So my idea I had
Everything else came through normally, but that was jumbled for some reason.
So my
Predictive text. It
idea.
always changes the word.
Texts are crazy.
I typed now you're playing with power. What did you say?
How did it come up that
It's
way?
weird. It's weird.
Texts are crazy, dude.
So my idea for a bit of a tiebreaker, what I thought about doing for this final question was sort of like Final Jeopardy.
Yeah.
You can wager the points you already have.
Oh, right.
But you have to do it before I read the question.
I would like to do that.
You have to decide. You decide
I would like to
before
do
I read the question. You decide
Yeah,
how many of your own points you're going to wager.
All of them.
And then you hear the question.
That would have been good.
I'm telling you right.
In 3 weeks, you'll have a new game to play, and you can do it.
How many points?
Leo, it's
Brian's-
past the point.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, because I'm going to double my points.
You can't double your points.
Because I'm going to say when Josh says this was Leo's last question, is he right or wrong? I'll say he's wrong. Double.
No, he's asking me this time. You're done being asked the question. So I'll wager my fucking points.
double my points.
Yeah, I'm gonna double.
Someone there's double my points.
All right, Leo's
Whoever's keeping track, double. my
fifth question was, which brewery is not from LA?
Double my points.
A. Three Weavers Brewing Company. B. Off Color Brewing. C. Monkish Brewing Company. Co. D. Craftsman Brewing.
For those of you who cannot see this, I'm looking at Brian's face intently to see when he knows. He thinks he doesn't know. I know all his tells.
Three Weavers, Off Color, Monkish, and
Craftsman.
I know the answer. Do you know the answer? I'm gonna say that stupid Leo is wrong.
Leo's answer was B. Off Color.
Oh, that's right.
He got it right.
Fuck you.
So Leo gets a point for being right.
Of
and then
all
Brian
the questions, you should know that I know beer question about LA.
I mean, they were like
Yeah, they're-
smaller ones.
Yeah, they were
so
pretty
I just
vague.
didn't-
I didn't know Craftsman, and it's in Pasadena,
That's
and that
Pasadena.
sounds like it could be. I chose ones that didn't have location.
I knew
things.
Monk.
right.
So what I
think
played,
had word beach. Or
I asked the audience. I hit Google.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you guys got it. That's perfect.
I'm kidding. I knew Monkish was LA, and I knew Craftsman was.
Yeah.
So the two that I had to choose from, the wild guess was Off Color and the other one.
Yeah.
Three Weaver.
And the other one sounded like I've maybe seen a sign around somewhere
Yeah.
while driving, and I was
You
like,
have.
I've never heard
You
Off Color.
have.
I've never seen Off Color.
Off Color is a recent one
You smoked
from
my ass.
Logan Square.
I'm thinking about it.
Started by
they're in Logan Square?
started by a guy who was
Chicago?
That's in
from
Chicago.
Yep, the one that was not LA was a Chicago one.
Very cool.
So Off Colors, they're in Logan Square. Started about a year ago from one of the guys who was from Goose Island.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. He took off
so-
once Budweiser bought him.
Yeah.
So
See ya.
Leo did have a victory. The
Big-
score
big
was
victory.
If you guys don't mind, if I could do my victory music that I planned ahead of time.
I would love. God,
It makes you feel better,
I
Leo.
planned it ahead of time.
You did double Brian's points.
Ba 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 ba.
Congratulations.
That's Final Fantasy VII victory music. When every single time you win a battle, that happens. In that game, you battle a lot, and it gets very, very
Listen,
annoying.
I'm okay with losing, okay?
I know you are. That's why I made you lose, because I'm just better at anything than you.
That's not true.
So that was Josh's game. Do they know? Brian sure doesn't.
I did not know. I did not know.
Josh, that was a fun game.
Well, thank you.
So
That was a fun game.
next week is my game.
Another Leo game.
Yeah.
Which we've decided is called
Do they know? Probably not.
Always wrong.
Always Wrong.
Wrong for sure.
Wrong for sure.
Wrong for sure, guys. Let's just say the trivia questions are going to be difficult. I kind of want to think of a non-trivia game, but that's kind of hard to play on a podcast. So we'll see.
I mean, it's cool that we have this. This could
For sure.
sort of be a factor now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited.
By this, Brian pointed to the
Oh, yes, sorry.
the Ustream setup that we have here that 21 people have watched so far.
Dope.
Thank you so much. And one has commented, Mr. Ironhide 850.
Ironhide,
who's
what's up,
probably
dog?
way gone,
Yeah,
but
oh,
thank
yeah. Got that for a
Always
second.
in our hearts.
you. Way gone. So that was the weekly game, which I actually am a huge fan of.
I love weekly games.
Great game, Josh.
Well, thank you.
Great game.
I want
Great.
to combine like trivia, but also still like knowing each other. Like,
Yeah.
try to guess like, did this person know it?
Right.
Great
I like
outcome. Great outcome.
My favorite part.
that. The outcome was whatever, but whatever.
I'm gonna maybe secretly this week try to like take pictures of you guys when you're not looking,
That's
and be like,
so creepy.
Be like, what day was this taken? Like what day? And you'll have to like look back through Josh's like Facebook feed to like, okay, did he post another picture of him wearing that exact same outfit that day?
Right.
And then like it'll be called like Leo Kovalik Detective Agency.
Ooh, I like
this game.
Yeah, so it's just something that I'm just thought of. Like it's probably not gonna happen because I'll find it. Forget to take pictures,
Right.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be like a lot of pictures of Josh and like Brian. I'll like you'll know the day I'm taking a picture. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna like, dude, Brian, I gotta come over and like pick up like an apple pie that I ordered from you or something. You're like, what? Like no.
You always get apple pie sent to my house, and I never
Yeah.
get it. But
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
It's just weird. I'm like it's really hard for me to tell which day because all my pictures are just when I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, which shower?
Really close up on like a little bit of the hairy butt.
Right.
Do you guys, Brian? What do you think? What do you think the over under is
On Harry Butt.
on hairy level of Josh's butthole? I'm gonna say because this is things.
Have you seen it?
No, but it's things that you think about on a regular day-to-day
Oh,
basis.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
always wondering how hairy my friend's butthole is.
I'm gonna say not like maybe 10 hairs per inch. So like not a very like high.
Okay. I mean, I think he's got a hairy butthole, but not as hairy as your butthole.
Okay.
I think you probably have the hairiest butthole of all of us.
For sure. I don't know if you guys knew this. I won the Oscar for that,
They do give Oscars for that.
and the Halloween costume.
Yeah.
There's someone who has a hairy one.
Eat me, guys.
Oh God damn it!
You
But
got
that
out
was-
of here.
I do need
Ladies
to
and
know
gentlemen,
the
that's
weird.
called clipping.
There it is. I need you to back away from the mic when you get into that character.
Presented by the scariest.
Yeah, this is my first time being in a room with Max.
Perfect. Look at that. Awesome. Also, who invited the fucking bartender?
True, good.
I
I
love
never
it.
left.
I love that Josh has all of these characters now that are just going to do that. What's the other one? The
Toots Magoos?
I think it's Toots.
Toots Magoo from the moon.
Which I don't know. Did we even say that in the first episode, or was that when we were pre?
That was pre.
Okay, cool.
That's the first time the world has heard it.
yeah.
Toots Magoo.
So introduce yourself.
we did this. We're doing sound check.
Yeah.
So that's where this person came in. Toots Magoo from the moon.
Pretty great. We have a Moonian. What would you call an alien from the moon?
A lunarian?
Lunarian? I don't know. Just write this one down for possible things that are wrong.
We're gonna fact check this next week.
Fact check for next week. I'm gonna go ahead and say I would like to talk about a topic, unless you guys have some other stuff written down.
Obviously,
ready
Josh
for some
doesn't.
topics.
I have a couple things, but no, nothing.
Let's start with you.
First.
We started with me last time.
Get out of here. We don't have to do that.
Let's start with you.
Start with me.
Mine just says friends butthole, so like maybe
Topic covered.
maybe we talk about something.
I don't know. I don't even know if this is. We briefly. I think it was episode 2 last week. Mentioned something about first kisses,
Oh.
and then in my head I was like, oh, that could be a fun thing to talk about.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Either our first kiss, or we could get much more sexual with it.
Yes. Yeah, we need to get a little bit sexual.
First HJs, first BJs, and whatnot.
Ugh.
Or first hugs, yeah. No, but I thought first kiss might be just kind of fun and cute.
So.
Especially if one of us has their first kiss during this podcast.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
It's me, Toots Magoots. I'm ready for my kiss.
But it's
I think maybe
Toots
Toots
Magoots
Magoots
and the
and the
bartender.
We're just weirdly watching that, like
Just
while
watching
it's
Josh
happening.
kiss other Josh.
Yeah, we have like a weird furry bartender back thing. That's
Yeah.
like a 3-foot boar man, and then like a fucking weird alien from the moon. I'm gonna go ahead and say my
Start it off,
first
start it
one was in 3rd grade, 3rd or 4th grade.
Nice.
Her name
was her real name?
Her real name. I'll tell you her real name. Her name was Katie Herrick.
Ooh.
Sounds made up.
So, right? Oh god, kisses. What do those feel like? I don't know. So, Katie Herrick, we kissed outside of Sangster Elementary. Sangster Elementary. Our mascot was a giant blue dinosaur.
Dope.
Had many of my first Sega Genesis PlayStation conversations there, but let's go talk about the things that matter. Kissing.
Oh my god.
So we kissed outside of school one day. I remember just having no idea it was going to happen. She leaned in, touched her lips to mine, and I was like, what? And like, what is that?
What is this?
And then she said, call me like tonight. And I was like, okay. And I went home and I tried to call her 3 or 4 times, and every single time I did, I got her like parents or her brother, and I hung up immediately.
When it wasn't her, just.
Then I remember sitting in my stepbrother's room at the time, sitting in there, like, you know what? He gave me like a little brief pep talk, like, just call her, just tell her.
Man, I love that.
Yeah, so I called her, I got her dad, and I was like, hi, Mr. Herrick, this is Leo. He was like, who? And I was like, Leo from Sangster. And he was like, okay. I was like, is Katie around? He goes, Katie! Like, and then audibly tell her, like, what the hell is going on? And then we talked on the phone for like 5 minutes. And then the next day, she had regrettably told me it wasn't going to work out.
Oh man. Something in that 5-minute phone conversation.
Something in that 5-minute phone conversation, she just rethought to herself, maybe this isn't the man of my dreams.
Or like, what if she got off the phone and was just like absolutely like in love with you, and then her dad was like, Katie, this is not gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh.
What if she's still grounded?
Oh my God. She did, I think, fall deep into drugs, so maybe that was...
Got it. So she's been grounded by drugs.
grounded by life.
Yeah.
No, I'm not 100% sure where she is. I hope she's doing well. I hope she's doing well. So my first kiss, I absolutely remember it. It's still, when some of the questions pop up, actually I just answered it the other day, when it was like, who was your first, girlfriend or whatever. It's
right.
Still Katie Herrick. I went on to 5th and 6th grade date her best friend. Her best friend saw me in a play that I was in about
Hamlet?
Einstein. Edison.
Oh yeah.
I was going to guess Edison.
Yeah,
Really?
it was Edison. I was in a play. She liked my role. We went on to date, whatever you would call that.
Right.
The minute we left 6th grade and graduated, I never heard from her again because she became too cool.
Well, yeah, you went on to secondary school.
Well, that's the thing, because at that point you're a 7th grader with 12th grades right down the hall.
Yeah.
And it's just like you can't compete with that. You can't compete with
everybody likes those older guys.
You can't compete with especially when they're right down the hall, like 18-year-old dudes. And,
I hated that when all of our class girls started hanging out with the older guys, and we're just like, what are we supposed to do?
Yep. So that's me.
Katie Harrington, 3rd grade.
Katie Herrick.
Kit Harrington, 3rd grade.
Kat Dennings. So we'll see. Rebel IPA is sponsored. So we'll see how far down the rabbit hole you guys go. But I got some HJ. I got some weird BJ stories. Well,
yeah, we could get nuts. But this is just one little topic. We got
one little topic.
Josh, what are you thinking? Right before you answer, I'm gonna leave. Go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
I thought it was a bit you were doing, and I was gonna see if he would ever come back.
Oh.
So I'm thinking about a story that pops in my mind is first quote-unquote girlfriend I had. When I was in middle school, which I don't know if you're familiar being from secondary school, but my school setup was elementary was 1 through 5, and then middle school was 6 through 8, and then high school was 9 through 12.
That's the same as mine.
So I had 3 different schools.
I called it junior high though, not middle school.
We called it middle school.
That's crazy, because to be at 3 different schools with like 3 different sets of friends, for me it was our friends were 7th all the way through 12th.
Well, our middle school fed into the high school, so if people you went to middle school with, you would be going to that high school with like some other middle schools would be joining into the high school.
Cool.
So you'd be gaining people. And
I like that idea.
It was supposed to be elementary would feed into a middle school that several elementaries fed into, but our district like changed their lines or whatever, so my elementary school that I went to for the whole time was supposed to go to I went to a different middle school. So when I went to 6th grade, I knew no one.
Oh wow!
Because everyone I had gone.
Oh really? That's crazy.
Wait a second.
You went to middle school and knew nobody?
I knew nobody.
Did you also just say your middle school is 6th grade?
Yeah, starts.
Yeah,
6th
6,
grade.
7, 8 is middle school or
So
junior high.
everyone that I knew up until 5th grade went to a different middle school because where I lived was suddenly put to a different school district.
Elementary school was 1 through 6 for us. That's crazy. All right.
So that was our setup. So anyway, I knew no one. So in 6th grade, the way it was, you had 2 teachers. You had like your homeroom teacher who would teach half of your class subjects, and then you were like attached to another classroom, and they would teach the other half. So you just walk back and forth.
This is 6th grade?
6th grade. So you would walk back and forth between these 2 rooms. They had the same 2 teachers. So like my homeroom teacher taught me, for example, I don't know, like science and history, and then the other teacher math and English. And so you would just go back and forth. So you the same group of kids. So you might, depending on your schedules, people in your homeroom could have certain classes with, vice versa. So there was a girl who was in the other homeroom that I had a big crush on, and I didn't have any classes with her. But you would see that, crossing, we would have these 2 classes, we would have lunch together and, all that kind of stuff. So I knew who she was, and but didn't have any way to communicate with her. And so I figured out which desk was hers for homeroom, and I wrote a note asking her if she wanted to be my girlfriend, and left it in her desk so that she would get it when we switched.
Right.
Didn't realize that where she sits at homeroom is not necessarily where she sits for all her other classes.
Perfect.
So some guy found it and read it out loud to the whole class. Well, I wasn't there. I just heard about this later, that they were all laughing about it in the other class while I was taking my subject in the next room. And then she and I never actually spoke. One of her friends came up and told me that she would be my girlfriend, and I was like, extreme mix of embarrassed and excited, because oh my god, the whole class knows this note that I just left, but also she said yes, this worked. And then the next day, that same friend told me, it's not gonna work out.
It's very crazy how fast.
Never kissed. Never talked.
This is the first kiss story.
I'm just saying the story that's reminding me of.
Oh, that's right.
I think my first kiss was like Truth or Dare or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Didn't have as much.
Dude named Dan or something.
Yeah. Play on Name of Buddies. It went way too far.
Spin the bottle.
All these deeper stories, it's all the same.
Yeah.
This is one crazy night.
Dan.
But no, it didn't have that same memorable moment, because it wasn't like someone that I was into. It was like
Right.
But
Yeah, I get it.
so it wasn't like a girlfriend. That was a girlfriend was not my first kiss. My first girlfriend was that story.
God, I love it. Girlfriend for a day. Girlfriend and boyfriend for a day.
I have just real quick a very similar story about sending someone a note.
Yeah.
In probably 11th grade, 10th grade, maybe, there was a super popular girl named Jackie West.
I like her name.
Jackie, yeah, great name. Super beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like super into her.
Sorry, what grade is this?
Massive crush, 10th grade, I would say.
Alright, so you're like 16 or something?
Yeah, and
15, 16.
so, yeah, same age, but there would be a thing where they would give out like Valentine's Day grams or something, and you would like secretly do it or whatever, however you wanted to do it. But it was, I think it was like send her like a flower and like a lollipop, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah,
Of course, man, you kidding me?
Fill it out. I wrote my whole thing on the front, like, Jackie, you're beautiful, blah blah blah, Miss West, you're just fantastic. And then on the back,
Teacher?
huh?
Is this your teacher?
No, I'm just saying Miss West
nice,
is like her
yeah,
name. And then on the back side of it was like, what, fill out your name and your information. I was like, oh, this is probably just information that's for the people.
Right, nobody else.
Like the payment method. I was like, no one's going to see this.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, they give everything to them. And I was like, I'm going to do this secretly, and she's going to never know who it was. Give the gram fully filled, Leo Kovalik, 8610, blah, blah, like full name and everything. And then I remember like it just happening, and like, they're like, we're dropping off in second period, third, fourth period rolls around, and I just hear everyone like come up to me later and be like, dude, Jackie thinks you're a creep. And I'm like, oh, what has happened?
Jackie thinks you're a creep.
What have I done?
No.
Just because the entire, and it's still to this day, I'm like, when you make sure you read everything, guys.
Yeah, just read all the
Also-
things before you fill out the lines.
Yeah, also to go back to Josh's story, for any younger kids listening, this is the day and age that we lived in when you just saw a girl that you liked. There was no contacting her.
There's no texting.
There was no texting. There were no phones allowed in schools. Cell phones
We
didn't
even have
exist.
that wasn't a thing.
Cell phones didn't exist.
You called someone, you called their landline at their home, and most often got a family member to pick
Yep.
up, and you had to ask for the person you wanted to speak to.
So when Josh says he just doesn't know where her desk was, it's because he couldn't just text her or text a friend of theirs, and everyone has Instagram, and everybody has Twitter, and everybody has this.
What a weird way to grow up.
So yeah, it's different, man. It's different for sure. So that's
Yeah, I think I even had to do some like extreme sleuthing to figure out where her desk was. We had no classes for her, so I
Probably,
think I had like pretend to deliver a note to some friend, like or deliver something like, oh, here's your book, and to walk into that other room during homeroom, like, oh, that's where she sits. Okay, cool. I don't ever sit at that desk when I'm in that class, but when I leave, I'm gonna get up and toss this note in that desk on my way out. And I, but did not think, oh, she doesn't sit there for every other time.
Yeah.
And so the next, third period or whatever.
the things you don't think about when you're just a young boy.
Yep.
So good. Or girl.
Shortest slash deepest relationship I ever had.
the first cut is
The most passionate relationship you've ever had.
Yeah, I did actually ask her out again in high school.
Dude, take a hint, man.
Years later.
Well, by that point we had spoken, and I had gotten to know people, because this is 9th grade now, and I had actually gotten to know people at the the middle school that I was attending.
Right.
It took a while.
Josh has one of the most badass stories about
I'd love to hear my story.
his
What is it?
dating life when he was like just still in high school. He's like the epitome of the difference of like him dating a college girl when he's still in high school.
Well, that did happen. My first actual girlfriend, it was the summer after my freshman year of high school. It was the summer after her senior year, so she was going to be a freshman in college.
Oh, right.
And
That's
a sophomore.
Insane.
So at that time,
pretty
it was
good.
pretty
That's
drastic,
pretty good.
pretty drastic difference.
Oh, yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, technically dating a college girl when I'm not even a sophomore yet.
You hear that a lot for girls, like
bro.
dating the other direction.
Yeah,
Which is what happened. Which is spoiler alert for that other story. She said no. But
oh no, it wasn't the same girl.
no, but the same girl. I asked her out. We had some classes or something like that. She knew who I was, so it wasn't weird. And then she said she didn't want to date anybody at that time. And the next day was dating probably the ugliest person I'd ever seen.
Inside
Who was
or
outside. Who
Got
was but just because he was a senior.
Oh, yeah.
We were freshmen. He was a senior. That was it. Once we get to high school, all freshman girls dated senior guys.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
They immediately just paired up, and I was like,
But then I was so mad about it, but then when I was a senior in high school, I dated freshman girl.
But see, I thought it was weird when I think because I was so like burned by it,
Right.
like I just like oh, I'm not gonna do that. And so like when like the summer like before my senior year, all my friends like oh man I can't wait to see like all the new girls coming in. I was like that's so creepy.
You're like fuck you, man.
Yeah, don't do that. Like give those freshman kids a chance. Those freshman boys.
This is very nice of you. Very
Yeah.
considerate.
Yeah.
Give those freshman boys a chance.
Yeah.
To
I'll just destroy them.
wow. I had to throw that out there because I just found that it's still to this day I'm like that's so pimp. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Like,
that's awesome.
You just
I would
don't
be so
hear
impressed
that.
By my,
Me as a freshman, I'm looking back and be like, no college girl would touch.
dude, no
touch
way.
me.
I was such a little fucking idiot.
That was the worst. I was fat. I was like chubby. I was like weirdly shaped.
Yeah.
I had like nothing. Like just nothing
Yeah,
going on.
what was y'all's puberty like? What was your
Oh my
growing
god!
pains?
I think I just said it.
Yeah.
Super pimply, like unbelievable, the worst skin in
Really?
the world. Oh god!
I had
skin.
horrible acne in middle school.
Yeah.
Starting around 6th grade, I had clear skin. 7th grade, it started. 8th grade, it was horrible. I had to go to a dermatologist, and nothing worked. And
Yeah.
I got this soap that cleared it all up by 9th grade.
I've
So-
never had like terrible acne, but I've like had like still right now I'm 32 years old and I'll get and I get like a couple
Random.
zits. I'm just like, are you fucking?
I think,
kidding me?
to be honest, I think that's a lot to do with our beards and stuff too. Because I'll get stuff underneath a beard if I've had it for a long
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
because that skin is just not being taken care of as much as
Right, right.
the other skin. So it's that still happens to me.
Pain in my ass.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Just short, fat, ugly, and all of a sudden, in like the year between 11th and 12th grade, I hit a growth spurt, and everything just changed. And yeah, so definitely acne and stuff like that. But also, I didn't date at all in high school.
Me neither.
Because exactly what I just mentioned. I fucking loved DBZ. I was super into Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Short, fat. Love the idea of training in higher gravity. Couldn't fucking lift a goddamn brick to save my life. And I remember I would even like when my stepdad would make me mow the lawn, I'd be like, cool, I gotta be back in like 10 because I can't. I couldn't mow the whole lawn without like without like just bursting into
Wow,
like.
that's so. I would have never really guessed that.
Oh, dude, yeah,
I
bad.
never went through. I was just always short, and then like my I don't know, between sophomore and junior year in high school, I like grew a foot.
Oh wow.
So at least I like filled in kind of because I was just always like weird and gangly. So then
Yeah.
like getting that height was like evened me out a little bit. But I think I was just sort of like I guess I dated in high school, like high school dating, And I think girls just liked me because I was like a class clown. But
For sure.
it didn't last very long ever.
I was class clown, but it did not work in my favor.
Yeah.
Never worked in my favor. They
I was such an
always
idiot.
dated the football players instead.
Yeah. I was not an athlete.
Don't they all?
Yep.
I always dated.
Yeah, because
football.
I was it always cheesed me off.
Really
Get so
cheese
cheesed.
you up. It's so
So
cheese.
rich.
No, but like
Jeez, man.
anytime they take like a survey and it was like what's the most important quality of, like someone that you're interested in.
Right.
And all girls or all top answer was like sense of humor. And then like I was like voted class clown yet I never had a girlfriend.
Yeah,
Like, how,
they always say
they say that
such
like
bullshit.
yeah. How can you?
It's
how can you-
status and biceps.
How can you say I'm class clown, but no one wants to go out with me?
Yeah.
I have the #1 quality that 100% of you want, but 0% will date me.
What is happening?
Also, you need to be at least in my experience in high school, you need to be a massive chode. Like, you need to be a super dick.
Yeah.
Just
Like
to,
a
get any girl.
super
Yeah,
dick.
yeah,
And then, I remember the dickiest of the dick that we knew in high school had, like, a chart on his wall of, like school pictures of girls that he slept with. And he had a party.
Jesus
He had a
Christ.
party when he hit 100. And, like, some of those girls
In
came
high
back.
school?
Yeah, some of those girls, like, came back over.
I've definitely
To
not
that
slept with
party.
100 women.
Yeah, same.
100? I definitely have.
Same.
My high school,
One.
how big was this high school?
I definitely thought you were gonna say how big was his dick.
How big was his dick? We had
This is just traveling around to other high schools.
we had a graduating
Look what I got.
graduating class. So just the graduating class was a little over 1,000. So then probably 1,000 per every other class. So
Yeah, right,
like
right.
6,000, 7,000 people. But still, I mean that's
That's
crazy.
insane.
Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. I think he was like sleeping around with other high school. Like he was like a star running back, and it was like is he like it was like a thing. I remember it being
God,
like
that could have
10th
been my
and-
life
like
if I
10th
would have just like played football.
like 10th and 11th grade, like it was like his thing that he was like, cool, like we're doing it. I'm gonna hit 100 by the time I graduate.
it's insane.
That's crazy time. Brian, I want to hear your first kiss story.
Now I want to try to think of how many women I've slept with, but
We'll do that too. 'Cause
Now I just want to go to high school and try out for their football team.
I might have just.
the three of us just roll in slow motion to a high school, and we're just like, we're here for tryouts.
Not even the senior guys have a chance now.
How many?
We're older than college,
we're
dude.
just killing everybody.
Just crushing it. Just crushing it.
We're older than a lot of these teachers.
That'd be so
How many
funny.
hands does Toots to the Moon have? How many fingers?
Oh,
He's an
okay.
alien.
Oh yeah, the Lunarian.
Yeah, the Lunarian.
I mean, I picture him as having 2 hands.
With how many fingers?
I'm gonna picture fingers. He's got gloves on, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Right. No, of course.
Like human-looking gloves to make it like. Does he have like 2 fingers mashed in each hole? Like how many like tiny fingers?
yeah, 2 fingers mashed.
What I'm trying to figure out is
Yeah.
because
He's very short, and he wears like a pretty much solid pink cowboy outfit.
wow,
Solid pink cowboy outfit.
I might have
Yeah.
seen this guy at a party once.
Yeah.
He's a very short version of that.
I might have seen this guy at a party once. Because basically what I'm trying to figure out is Brian had mentioned how many people he'd slept with. I can do it on a little over 2 human hands.
Oh, okay. Right.
So I'm trying to figure out
Maybe
is
the
it
Lunarian.
is it like 2 sets of human hands, like
Right.
Oh, like
20, or if he has like 13 fingers, weirdly maybe that's it. Maybe
Kind of liking the idea of him having 8 fingers on each hand.
okay, then definitely maybe 2 sets of
So he's got
Toots.
3 more fingers coming out of here.
Yeah, almost like
So
a
creepy.
Yeah, almost kind of like a.
Like a full
Oh!
circle of hands.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Fingers.
saying 8 on each hand. I think you're saying 8 total. Okay,
8 fingers.
then yeah, probably a little under
Whoa,
Toots.
That'd be weird. That'd
Yeah.
be crazy.
So that's
one of
me.
the things you
Think
could
of like the
add.
head massages you could give.
I would give so many head massages if I was a Lunarian.
Also, it's maybe like all you could do is that because you might not be able to get a green card or anything because you're an alien.
Those gloves, though.
Brian, I want to hear about that first kiss, man.
Hey you!
I want to hear about that first kiss. You're a little ladies' man now. I want to hear about awkward Brian.
Awkward Brian was the worst. But like first kiss was fine because then you're not like you're still a kid and you haven't gone through puberty yet. So like there's no issues yet. So when I was like, I think my first kiss was with this girl named Ashley in the McDonald's Play Place in our town. She lived in my apartment building also. Like I was on the 3rd floor and she was on the 1st floor, just like across the courtyard. And I remember she, like, my mom and I would always, I guess later in life, probably not at the time, but like Ashley and her family were like definitely like the hillbillies of the apartment complex, like just so they're such fucking hillbillies. But Ashley was cool and like she liked me or whatever, and we were young, so it didn't matter. And so we were sitting next to each other in the McDonald's Play Place, like just the tube part, after the ball pit and before we were gonna go down the slide. And I remember just sitting there next to her, and it happened for the first time, and it was the best.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was like just like a regular like lips on lips kiss. But super cool.
Magical.
We broke up. It was like no big deal.
Was it the next day? Because Josh and
I think it was like the next day. She was like, "Hey, this isn't gonna work out." But my like more memorable first kiss was the first time I like made out with a girl like with tongue.
Damn.
Which I believe was in 4th grade with a girl named Brenda.
Holy crap! 4th grade?
Whoa.
I didn't hit that till like 8th grade.
I was a young bloomer, and then I was just super awkward for a long time, and
came back to it,
and then finally turned into a man.
Came back to blooming.
Came back to.
But yeah, so me and Brenda and this girl Jennifer, the 3 of us were playing Truth or Dare, just the 3 of us.
You guys can't see this. The look on my face is like, this is going to get awesome. This story is about ready to get
Me and
awesome.
Brenda and Jennifer were playing Truth or Dare. While I was dating, I had a girlfriend. Her name's Darcy. That's her real name. I am actually still, we're not friends anymore, really, but, we're friends on Facebook and stuff. We actually did date twice, once in 4th grade and once in 6th grade, no big.
Whoa. Big
But
mistake.
she was my girlfriend, and I was playing Truth or Dare with 2 other girls, like an idiot, and Jennifer dared me to make out with Brenda, and it was...
I like her already.
It was, I remember, like, it was in front of it was in a parking lot in front of this building, where we were all living, like in this little community we all lived in, and it was the fucking best, like just moving those tongues around.
Oh.
But then Darcy found out, of course, and then I was like trying to explain to her that it was just a game and I didn't like Brenda and I only made out with her because I didn't like her. It made no sense, but I was an idiot.
So now we're getting to where it's all started. our lives. We're getting
This
deep
is
into
where
this.
our lives begin.
We're getting deep into this. That sounds. I don't think I've ever been. Yeah, I don't know. There were some weird things that happened in the woods of Virginia.
Well, do you ever know?
With a guy with a hook.
Hold on a second. By the way, these are some delicious looking treats that Josh just brought over here.
Yeah, have one. They look good. They're delicious. They're like cookie
good.
brownies. We're about ready to eat a cookie brownie.
I just had a pint of Ben and Jerry's before I came over here.
Oh, good.
That
Thank you.
sounds awesome. The woods of Virginia, super easy. There's this young lady. Her name is Erin.
Was this about to turn into a rape and murder story?
Yeah, no. She was basically the one that I learned.
Oh man.
A, do I super enjoy women, and B, was patient enough to teach me things to do. So that was, she didn't go to my school, didn't do anything. She just knew.
What kind of stuff did she teach you? Like how to sew and how to
She lived in the woods in a shack.
Yeah, right.
She picked berries.
She lived down the street, probably.
Great.
Really good. She lived like a mile from us, down the street. Went to a different school, everything. But we just a chance encounter in a neighborhood, and we're both at that point. I think maybe 8th, 9th grade. They were just like, damn, this feels great.
Oh yeah.
And then many occurrences, a friend of mine, we would go on a double date together to the woods. And, he would take off with the chick that brought him, and I would go with her, and we would just make out hard, and it would slowly, become more than that, and then, it was just I don't know what to do.
Remember fucking dry humping for the first time?
Oh my god.
That was great.
Yeah. I remember I had a girlfriend in late high school that wanted to do nothing but dry hump.
Just so much dry humping.
Because she had a vow to herself, I guess. I don't know. No, you can make vows.
Not even kissing?
No, we can do everything but sex.
Dry kissing.
Everything but sex. So even if all of our clothes were off.
Oh, so you guys could do some heavy petting. Some naked heavy petting.
Well, there was a couple nights that we were just why are we not having sex?
Right.
I can't until, I graduate. That was a thing.
Oh, it was a graduation thing. Oh, it was a married thing.
Yeah.
The opposite of the guy with the 100 pictures.
Yes, yeah. So it was,
Was she ever on the wall?
A delightful human being. I would hope not. So that was another one of those things. So yes, I thoroughly remember dry humping. Dry humping is awful, chafy, worthy.
Now, yeah, but it was so exciting.
It was the best. It was oh my god, I know I'm so close.
Right.
And I think I dry hump more, so it made me not even know what the hell real sex was going to feel like. I had no idea. I was is it going to hurt this much? Is it going to...
Yeah. I remember the first time I tried to have sex, I was like, this is so weird, let's put our pants back on.
This feels too detailed.
Yes. Let's get much more general.
I need more imagination.
Good times. I just want to say real quick that I love Darcy very much, and I am sorry if you ever listen to this that I made out with Brenda Moorhead. That was so dumb.
Damn, dude. Yeah, you should probably...
Her actual last name was Moorhead. Isn't that awesome?
That's a pretty good name. Yeah. I'm going to spell it for you.
Yeah.
Moorehead.
That is correct, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to misspell it for you.
Yeah.
Q7982.
That is also incorrect. Yeah, that's great.
Good.
Well, that was
Josh.
First Kisses, everyone.
Yeah, that was first.
This could go forever, or we could move on to
could
new
be
topics.
an entire podcast.
Yeah, we could just have one dirty podcast where we just talk about.
I would love to. I think we're very close to this quickly becoming that.
I'm very close to coming.
Dry humping this subject.
I have a lot more to bring to this about weird sexual encounters, so
Okay.
I'm going to save it for another podcast, and I'm going to bring up weird sexual things where you just whiskey dick is a real thing, and it might happen to you once,
Absolutely,
twice, 3 times the charm. We'll talk more about that. I don't know unless you guys.
No, that's
so. Katie Herrick,
right
again, I hope you're well.
I hope you're well too, Katie Herrick.
I still
at the bottom of a well.
Yeah, I still think of you when I'm plugging in my.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm plugging in and it's
plugging in my who's your first girlfriend reminder security passwords. Relax.
Oh yeah. All right.
I have another topic. Brian, what else you got?
Let me just check.
Because yours are fun.
Check off First Kiss.
Mine is actually very similar to not what we just talked about, but kind of what the entire discussion has been. So maybe we'll
okay.
end with that. So what else you got?
Yeah,
Dude, that was amazing.
Halloween night
Josh has
crossed
asked
off,
for another cookie brownie.
Oh, they're so good.
Thank you for our sponsor, Cookie Brownies.
Well, are we gonna do three-word movie review?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
we're gonna finish with that.
Love
I think
that.
as we're always gonna do.
Because I did watch a movie, so I'm ready for that.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I don't think we did it last week.
We did.
We did.
We did?
Not
Okay.
like a TV show, because I haven't watched the movie this
Right,
week.
okay.
I say we can also we can switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And here's what I'm thinking: instead of just like a 3-word movie review, like a 3-word preview
Yeah.
of why you're excited.
Oh, for something that you're about to see.
And instead of a sexy cat
Haven't
meow
seen it.
because you've seen it and you love it, an anticipated meow.
That's good. That's a good like pre one. Yeah.
Yeah. So because there's a lot of like video games coming out right now.
Yes,
There's a lot of video
yeah.
games coming out right now that I want to talk about. There's a lot of stuff, and we can quickly get through them that way.
Nice. That's
So let's just go ahead and bring it up because I think it'll be kind of a quicker topic.
do it.
Nostalgia.
Good old nostalgia.
So it being Halloween, my mom and my sister sent me pictures of my nephew in his first Halloween costume.
Love it.
And he is dressed up as Leonardo from the Ninja
DiCaprio?
Turtles. It's DiCaprio. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Dressed up as the Swedish bartender who looks like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, wow, that is a way crazy costume. He is ahead of his
Very
time.
specific.
Ahead of his time. He'll regret that. Looking back on it, like who the hell was I for my first Halloween?
He's retaining no memories at this point.
yeah.
He'll be fine.
So I saw that, and it kind of made me think of like, man, like how much fun was Halloween when we were younger and you went trick or treating. I think I stopped trick or treating at 18, and I still wish
That's
I
old.
went.
That's pretty old.
That's very old,
I don't
and I
think I went that long.
still wish I went. You're also talking to the guy who played with action figures till he was 17, like
I do love action
competitively,
figures.
like in his room with his friends, like
Yeah.
taping it. I
We
need to find
built
these
towns.
games.
My little brother and I would build towns all across the house.
Yeah.
With like we would use like cassette tapes as beds and like you remember like the they still do it like the little white things that they put in the middle of a pizza.
Hell yeah.
We use that as like the table for them like because we would like build their houses and shit and we'd fill the sink in the bathtub and that would be like that was always like the bad guy's lair and that was like his like fucking acid pool and shit. It was so fun.
So yeah, nostalgia. Like what are you guys nostalgic for? I'll just ramble off a couple. I'm nostalgic for I remember one Christmas, my mom spent whatever ludicrous amount of money it was back then, single mom working 2 jobs, to buy a Nintendo Entertainment System, and playing with my sister, seeing her play Mario for the first time.
With you guys were playing with power.
We were playing with power, or whatever you said.
Playing outside sucks.
Yeah, right. Buy a Nintendo Entertainment System. So something like that, like seeing her play, imagining I was a Ghostbuster for the first time, and then just getting a ludicrous amount of Ghostbuster stuff for Halloween.
There was a Ghostbuster at the party last night.
There was a Ghostbuster at the party last night.
I didn't see him or her.
It was a chick.
Yep.
She was crashing.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah.
Also, just 90s cartoons, man. Like late 80s, early 90s cartoons. That
Yeah.
moment that I would wake up and either spend an hour or 2 before I went to school, or on a weekend, like a Saturday morning when you did nothing but get up, eat sugary ass cereal,
Yeah.
no responsibility at all. You do nothing but wake up, watch cartoons, and chill. It's like,
Those are good
holy
times.
crap.
Those are
Yeah,
good times.
so I every time I'm like, man, that's crazy. Who's going to go see this new Power Rangers movie? It's like, shit, I am. Like, I am nostalgic for the Power Rangers on a different level because I played with them so long. I loved them. I had many a conversation where Mom's like, why do you want these
Remember that
things?
show? Remember
Yeah.
watching Power Rangers?
Hell yeah, dude.
It was so silly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, me and my brothers would like actively like fight while the fight scenes were happening.
Oh, nice.
Like we'd be like standing on the back of the couch, like jumping off and like
Yeah.
wrestling around
Yeah.
while the Power Rangers were fighting whatever
Yeah.
monster they were fighting.
Yep. I would wrestle my mom. So I got super, and like obviously, I got super
against
into
her will.
Yeah.
Just tackling her in the kitchen.
Yeah. I would like, and I got to a point where I started getting stronger than her, and I was like actually able to pick her up and like body slam her.
No, right, yeah.
And
Just
she
kicked your mom's ass.
Yeah, and she would just be like, I remember she got to a point where she's like, I was watching wrestling, it was like NWO was like taking off, and she's like, I can't do this anymore. She's like, you're just getting too big and too strong. And she's like, you can't like body slam me on the couch anymore.
Yeah.
So funny. Like
I really miss wrestling.
Yeah.
Me and my older brother would watch wrestling, and it was.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously like the Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior like era.
Yeah.
For sure. But I was a little bit older when it was like Stone Cold and The Rock.
Attitude Era, dude.
And like,
Attitude
that
Era.
was. And like it was Monday Night Raw, and then they did SmackDown on Thursdays. There were 2 days a week when I was so jacked to just watch that stupid fucking show.
Stupid.
But so it was like I would look forward to it so much.
We had just watched the pay-per-view the night before, and we took off school a day that the NWO Wolfpack had come together.
Dude.
It was my friend Paul and I again. And that night was supposedly when Sting was going to make his decision.
Oh, whoa.
To like, if he was going to join the NWO Wolfpack or if he wasn't.
This is WCW, right?
This is WCW. We went back and we slowly went towards WWF when it became Attitude Era, but like early WCW, Diamond Dallas Page, DDP, Rey Mysterio. But then when the Wolfpack joined and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall looked at Sting, and Sting somehow had like red face paint underneath his other face paint, and he started like wiping it off, and it was red and black, and they went,
oh my god,
and they put their hands together.
So good.
I remember we literally were jumping on the couch like, no way, it's Sting. Sting is in the Wolfpack. And like there was no Twitter, there was nothing back then, so we're just jumping around ludicrously, like looking at each other, high-fiving, and like jumping around the same room.
It was trending in your living room.
Exactly.
You had to wait until the next day at school to like
anyone,
talk about everything, where now you would just mention it immediately.
For sure, and it was that anticipation built so high, so that when you got together at school, or the same exact thing, nostalgia for a video game, like you play this video game, and then you're like, I have all these things that the minute you see your friend, you're like, woo, 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 and you burst them all out, and I'm nostalgic for a time of just like, I keep mentioning text and Twitter. Maybe I'm nostalgic for a time pre that, where like,
oh, dude, absolutely,
pre-technology, where you would have all these things.
It was just so much more personal.
Yeah, for sure.
I miss Voltron. Remember Voltron? I was me and my older brother loved Voltron so much. Like obviously, like old TV, like wrestling and old cartoons were so dope, and also like doing shit like, and being from the Midwest or where there is snow, like I really miss being a kid with my brothers and my friends playing in the snow all winter, and like it didn't matter that it was freezing cold. You didn't give a shit because you like went outside and played football and had snowball fights and like slipped on the ice and went sledding, and it was like the best time ever.
Crack your head open. It's like crack my nose open like I did, and it's like, all right, next week you're out there doing
no big
the same
deal.
thing. As an adult, you might not do that again.
Was the best.
We're going to play a really fun, quick little thing. Top 5 shows that when I say late 80s, early 90s pop into your head. Brian,
late
go.
80s, early 90s. I'm going to get the era wrong.
It's fine. Well, more corrections for that fun segment.
Well, Voltron was like one of my all-time favorite shows.
Done.
Boy Meets World, but that's probably that's like late, like mid 90s probably.
I'd say early 90s.
Boy Meets World was huge. Saved by the Bell obviously was huge for me, probably the biggest ever in my life.
Yeah.
God, what else did I watch a lot? I mean, definitely WWF.
Yeah.
Although, back then it was like the Sergeant Slaughter, fucking
Ultimate
Demolition
Warrior.
Man, Ultimate Warriors, and let's see, a fifth show. God, what did I watch when I was a kid? Doody. Not Jeopardy. It wasn't Jeopardy. No. Oh, you know what I really loved was the old animated X-Men show.
Damn it! I was just about ready to say that. That was one of my first ones.
So awesome.
If you know it, go with me. Do-do-do-do-do-do. New sign off.
So good. That show was great.
So yeah, that was gonna be my first one. I'm gonna bust out just really quick.
Dude.
Bat, X-Men, early Spider-Man cartoons,
Yeah.
Beetleborgs.
Whoa,
Beetleborgs, taking it back.
nice.
Jay
Holy
Leno,
shit.
weird, like those like during the crazy Jay Leno phase, like he was like,
My girls that live in the house and talk like this.
like Beetleborgs.
Oh,
So
Jay Leno.
I would say there was obviously Dragon Ball Z. I mentioned it earlier.
I did watch DBZ too.
I'm trying to say different names now. There was an entire time when it took a month for Goku and Frieza to like finish their fight.
Goku!
And we watched every goddamn episode.
Really?
When he's gonna go Super Saiyan? When is he gonna go Super Saiyan? Whatever. When he's powering the spear bomb.
Really
Fantastic.
good. Really, really good.
Great job. Great,
Yeah,
yeah,
fun.
great fun.
Josh?
I never watched Dragon Ball Z.
Last one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry.
Transformers.
Transformers, so good. And so was G.I. Joe. I watched the shit out of G.I. Joe too.
Yeah, everybody, if you are nostalgic for 80s Transformers, go play the game Transformers Devastation.
Oh, yeah?
Do it on easy, burn through it. Holy shit. Is
Super
that,
awesome.
Yeah, Brian, I'll show you a trailer later, but
I would love it.
yeah, it's fantastic. Josh, 5 quick.
My 5 quick, I'm going to try to say that we haven't already mentioned. Top, by far, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Of course.
That was my childhood. And then some other ones that we haven't already mentioned. Say Batman the Animated Series.
For sure.
I would
Yes,
say
so good.
Animaniacs.
Oh, so good. Yes.
Tiny
Good.
Toons.
God, Animaniacs. We are the Animaniacs. Our names are something and something and something. I forgot all our names.
Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Yeah, that's it. Those are them.
Josh sure didn't.
Yeah. Let's see, another one. I think all mine are geared more towards cartoons. I really liked stuff like Freakazoid and the Tick and all that. Just the WB like morning
Yeah, Tick was good.
Saturday. Yeah, that was my childhood. Those were my Saturday mornings. Loved Batman.
Yeah. That show was great too. God, this is nuts. Family Matters. I watched the shit out of Family
yeah,
Matters.
Are you looking through a list now?
Yeah, because I just like needed to like be reminded. But a lot of it is stuff too. Like I would
Great American Hero.
the Great
Go
American.
down. Keep going down. I'm looking at Brian's phone right now and eating a cookie at the same time. Keep going down.
Those cookie brownies.
Bottom right. That symbol.
Oh yeah. I don't know what that is.
There's a guy who found a suit, and this is probably late 70s, early 80s. Found a suit, and it basically made him a superhero. But he was just like Joe Schmo, who
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
like a desk job, and became like a
How about the
superhero
suit,
with
yeah.
a suit on.
I literally can't believe I forgot this, but Married with Children was also huge for me.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, my stepbrother watched that a lot, and I would join in, even though I wasn't really supposed to.
There's like like those. I can't believe I forgot that. That one, Married with Children and Seinfeld are like two shows that me and my mom, and my older brother, like actually watched as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Not like I would watch a bunch of shit with my brother, of course, but like those two shows we would all watch together because we all liked it.
There are people
Too
kind of like growing up right now that their Seinfeld is like the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for all of you.
Yes, just a heads up. So I don't know, nostalgia, man. I love it. I miss it. It feels great.
Fucking snow.
Mhm.
I'm literally just thinking of Chicago just makes me nostalgic just because
Yep.
that's when you were a kid, all that good shit. And just like how fun it was to be excited about girls for the first time too. Not that it's still fun now, but when you were young. And
Oh,
you're
for
like,
sure.
that shit-
Because you were also figuring
What
out
am I
like,
feeling?
wait, who am I excited for?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what am I excited for?
Do
What
I
gets-
like boys? Do I like
yeah,
girls?
What gets me off? Like what am I looking forward to? And then you for me, you realize it was girls in the woods of Virginia, and I was like, dude,
Very specific type.
Yeah.
I want this all the time. This is great. Things are awesome.
Oh man.
So yeah, nostalgia, man. I love it.
I feel so good to. I also love when like music, of course, always makes me feel nostalgic because like you'll hear that there's like that. Any like '90s alternative song, or like early hip hop from the '90s. Not that that's early, but '90s hip hop that just makes me feel like a kid again. Puts you right back in that place.
When
The
you
school dance.
Yeah, all the school dances.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
we had a
Sweet TLC.
we had a school dance called Armageddon.
Did you really?
And that's still
Wow.
my least favorite name for anything that anyone could have ever
That's
thought.
bad.
It's actually my
Armageddon.
new favorite thing.
Armageddon, because Armageddon had just come out like that year,
Yeah.
and we were, somebody had to think of something, and some shithead was
Sure.
like, "How about Armageddon?" And they're like, "That's the best."
All right, fine.
What
Sounds good.
what school dances this year that had to be based off a movie? What movie would they choose, and what would their school?
2015.
Mm-hmm. The big movies. So we're in October now, so school's underway. Homecoming should be up soon, right?
Yeah.
That hasn't already happened. I don't know.
Yeah, it must be coming up, right?
Yeah, I lost touch of when homecoming was when I was no longer a server in a restaurant that was attended by teens for
God,
homecoming.
Fucking homecoming parties.
But yeah, like what movies that came out like this past summer? What summer blockbusters? There was Jurassic World. There was some Marvel movies. Like what movie would current day high schoolers choose to be the theme of their dance?
If you went to Fremont High, I don't know where this is, but if you went there, it'd be Star Wars, The Fremont High Awakens.
Wow. Well done.
Is that where you went?
No, I went to like Braddock Layberry School, so there's probably some Fremont High around here.
You looking up movies? So
Yeah.
I see Mad Max on your phone now.
Marvel's Age of Us. And there's an exclamation point, but with a selfie of like the school. And then this is the dance.
Yeah. No,
I'm not good at this dance.
I love
Also,
that one.
nobody else has said a name yet,
Yeah.
so
No, you're killing it.
Yeah. Shake Jurass's World.
Shake Jurassic World. I
Shake
like it.
Jurass's World.
Yep.
Sicario, man, this is a fun dance.
Man, this is a fun dance. Other movies. Yeah. It's super easy. Just Mad Max, Fun Road. Because
Oh, sure, absolutely.
yeah, super. Like, instead of Fury, they fun because we're gonna have a great time with this dance, and we're all weirdly skeleton people with. We're all weirdly skeleton people, and like.
I still didn't see that movie.
You
What
gotta
an
go see that
idiot.
movie.
Gotta go see it in theater somehow.
You gotta go see that movie.
I'll make it happen. How about
Probably that weird dollar theater that Josh would go see.
Did you guys
Yeah.
see Ex Machina? Machina?
Yeah.
I have not seen it. Don't spoil it. I want to see it.
So good, first of all. But how about Ex Machina? You guys want to dance?
It's like you just stop saying the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Yep. So far, that's what I've done. Oh man.
No, I see. I don't want to look.
What was
Wet Hot American Summer because of all the dancing.
Right, because dancing gets you sweaty. I get that.
Thank you.
what was the
Look at Josh's arm right now on the stream. That looks great.
Dude, look at buff, dude. You been doing one-arm pull-ups or what?
yeah, no, stop. What was the rule like if you were slow dancing? What was like the distance rule that
You had to fit a Bible had to fit between you, right?
something? Was there like a distance?
we
was
never
it like
had that
inches or anything, or is it a foot?
We never had
Whatever.
this rule. Ours was just hands have to be above the waist.
But I was trying to say Mission Impossible 5-inch rule. I don't know what the term was.
How about you guys remember that movie San Andreas came out?
Yep.
Yep.
It's like probably like a San Andreas. So should we dance?
It's literally just movie title. So.
And then the end of it, yeah. Yeah, you guys get my drift here.
I like it. I like your drift.
Thanks, man.
Ooh, that Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie, The Walk, but instead it's The Dance.
Nice.
Perfect.
On
You guys go to The Dance? What's the theme? The Dance.
the dance. Ooh, it's like super high up. It's like almost like this high as like, and then the entire ground is just like the two World Trade Centers, like looking down.
Too soon.
All right. It happened. And I'm talking about the actual walk, not. The
Oh,
awful
right.
day.
No, right.
I love it. Let's since we're already talking about movies and maybe entertainment things and games, let's move on to 3-word movie / entertainment property preview,
Oh, yeah.
Sounds great.
followed by a anticipated meow.
Or a sexy cat meow if you are reviewing something you've already seen.
For sure. Does anybody want to go first? Brian, you said you had a movie.
Yeah, you said you already watched the movie this week?
Yeah, my good friend and new roommate Chad, who you both know.
Too soon.
Too soon. And his and the boy that he is currently dating.
Ooh.
And I, the three of us, we watched a movie together the other night. A scary movie in honor of All Hallows Eve. And it was called The Babadook.
Alright, so that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you see Babadook?
Well, I have not, but this is going to be fun because now both of you guys get to do one.
Oh.
Oh.
And all 3 words have to be different.
Oh my god, I'll go first.
Of course.
Yeah, killed it, nailed it. Yeah, so we watched The Babadook, which I think, is it Australian? I think it's an Australian.
Yes, I think Australian.
Horror flick. And I would definitely, if anybody wants to just shut me up and call my attention, otherwise I guess I'll just keep on talking.
So, hey Brian.
Yeah, sorry, what? Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
How about your 3-word movie review followed by a sexy cat meow for the possibly Australian Babadook?
Mm-hmm. Sure, that sounds great.
Nobody check your iPods. This is just silence. Yeah, thank you.
Everything's fine. Just trying to think of some great words.
While you're thinking,
Yeah.
may I suggest Babadook, you want to dance?
Babadook, you wanna dance.
Killed it! Yes!
That's
perfect. Alright, here we go. 3 words and a sexy cat meow for Babadook. Fatherless. I'm crying too. Evil.
Oh.
And 3rd word is like a what do you call it when somebody like really gets in you, really gets inside you?
Nice.
We're saving that for another podcast, Brian.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna start a whole new podcast for that.
Like a possession?
Yes, that's exactly the word I wanted. Possession.
Ooh, so what is that again?
Fatherless.
Yeah.
Evil.
Ooh.
Possession. Meow.
Ooh. I'm hard.
Very sexy.
Let's immediately follow that.
I should have said all of those words in an Australian accent. I'm just realizing now. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody. Josh, you know what to do.
Josh.
My words are just Australian words, but the accent, like,
Right.
good day.
Bobby.
Alright, so I'm reviewing Babadook as well, even though I saw it many moons ago.
Yeah.
Did you see anything else this week?
Not a movie. I saw just TV episodes.
Why don't you just Babadook it up then?
Yeah, I'm Babadook it up.
Oh wait, real quick before you start. Josh,
Mhm.
I'm going to need your undivided attention.
Oh, okay.
Could you please provide for Leo and myself and the rest of the listeners a 3-word movie review of The Babadook, followed by a sexy cat meow?
Alright. I will say 3 words.
Yes.
Intense.
Good.
I think it was in 10 minutes.
I'll give you my review in 10 minutes. Until then, silence. And that's
Perfect,
all
perfect.
I'll anticipate what my review will be. Intense. Loud. Book.
Nice.
Sexy. Remember, sexy. Nice.
Very, very sexy.
It's always right before the meow. I can't decide if I want to go high pitch or low pitch.
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah.
like,
It turns into
is
like
it gonna
more.
go me or moo? I don't know.
You should check out Babadook.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
It's on. Oh, you don't have Netflix anymore, but it's on Instant Netflix. Or
It's on Netflix.
I wanna see it.
Which means it's probably on Amazon Prime.
I'll have Netflix when Jessica Jones comes out for that week, and then I'll get rid of it again.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
Or just watch it on my account because our sponsor
no.
is Netflix.
Oh, it's versus okay. I want to say.
Did you see something, or are you going to do a pre?
I want to do a preview. There's a lot of huge games coming out.
Are there?
And just because I don't really know anything about it, but I know maybe some of the kids listening to this might be super still into Call of Duty. Call of Duty 3 Black Ops.
Call of Duty
coming out.
3 Black Ops.
3.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
Call
3,
of Duty Black Ops 3, yes.
Modern
it's coming out.
Warfare. Or is
So-
that something else?
Something else.
Did you see the commercial for that game with Marshawn Lynch?
The newer one?
Yeah.
It just came out? Yes.
So
it's
funny.
fantastic.
So
We actually just watched it before you came over. They all kill it. They kill every single time they kill the live action Call of
Yeah.
Duty trailers.
Yeah, the commercials for those are
Yeah.
so great.
So here's my 3-word preview.
Josh,
First time ever.
Can you tell him to shut up and
Oh yeah.
I need to get his attention.
Yeah, Leo, I need your attention. Please stop talking about what you're about to do, and instead, I'm going to need you to give me a 3-word preview, followed by an anticipation sexy meow.
Okay.
Cat meow.
Cat
for
meow,
those
yeah.
of you.
Loud.
Okay. All right. One of Josh's words from his last review, but that's fine.
Loud. Bummer.
Oh.
Cooperative.
Oh, meow.
That was me being
Very
like,
sexy.
oh wow, okay, I'm excited. I think.
We're in the woods of Virginia.
Oh, where are we? This reminds me of the woods.
Teach me. Please have patience.
So let's. Anybody else? Anything excited? So Call of Duty 3. Not really excited about it. You can tell kind of by the bummer because like they keep making them.
Oh, okay.
Cooperative. It should be fun. It's 4 players.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it looks. I mean, like you said, the commercial makes me excited about it.
Yeah, they're literally just, as people call them, Monster and Mountain Dew games, where it's like just
get jacked.
get jacked and play those games, beat it maybe in one sitting, and then just play multiplayer until your fucking eyes fall out.
Got it.
Anybody else excited? Josh, I'm going to throw one to you. Josh, without even thinking.
Lob him a pitch.
Here comes the pitch. Ooh, the pitch. You can see it with your eyes and your mind.
Yep.
Caught it.
He caught the pitch, guys.
He has the
I'm
ball.
supposed to swing at it.
Yeah, but he caught it with his hand.
Without knowing anything that I'm about to say, please, Josh, give me your 3-word preview, followed immediately by an anticipating sexy cat meow of Fallout 4.
Ooh.
Oh,
not
whoa.
what I thought he was going to lob me.
Yeah. Lobbed you a fastball there.
Mm-hmm.
You know about sports. Lobbed you a real
Turner.
real curveball.
He lobbed me the rock.
Lobbed you a real slider.
Yep.
Yeah.
He lobbed me a foul.
Yeah.
All right, 3 words for Fallout 4. My anticipation.
You've already spent way too much time thinking.
Oh, is that supposed to be?
It was supposed to be quick.
Oh, okay. Huge. Expansive. Unending.
I like it. I was hoping that would never stop.
Yeah, I want that to go forever. I want that to go for a long time.
I
Yeah.
was hoping that would.
I like that it sort of ended with a small bark. I want to try something here.
Yeah.
Real quick, Leo. If you could shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
And
done.
could you give me
Uh-huh.
a 3-word review followed by a sexy cat meow of your first sexual experience?
Oh.
Kind of bringing it back to what we were talking about before.
for sure.
Just to be clear, I'm talking about intercourse.
Short.
Perfect. Good.
Short.
Good. Mm-hmm.
What? in that inflection.
Yeah.
Short. What? And enough.
Yes.
Ooh. Meow.
I'm very happy with that.
Brian, shut up.
Oh.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Can you, please, Brian, give me a 3-word review followed by a sexy cat meow of your first sexual experience?
Absolutely, and I'm so glad you asked.
Of course.
Swallow. Wait till I tell you the reason why that's my first word. Just wait.
Sick for the bug.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. P. Oh, so good. So happy with this. And late.
I need to fucking know.
The Bush song "Swallow" was playing when I lost my virginity. That's where "Swallow" came from.
Oh my god.
I thought I was peeing when I came because it was like the first time I like came with a girl and it was like very exciting and it was just a lot and I was like, oh my god, I think I just peed. And late because
This is my favorite.
I was 20 years old, so I was sort of late to this
I
in this day and age.
thought the
Late.
P was for like on a pregnancy test, and
Oh,
because
and
she was late.
Oh, nice, yes. Yeah, no,
That would be the worst for sexual experience. I would never have sex ever again.
right. That would just ruin
If
you.
my girlfriend was like, "Hey, I'm late," I'd be like, "Cool, done. We're done.
Bye bye. This
Cool.
is never happening
see,
again.
see, my dick and balls gone.
I'm leaving you here in the woods.
Yeah, leaving you gone. Josh, shut up.
What?
Josh,
Shut
shut
up.
up. Shut up, Josh. If you could do me a favor though, and give me a 3.
Just noticing my headshot here, by the way. Which
Oh, yeah.
is amazing. I love you guys.
Give me a 3-word review, followed by a sexy cat meow of your first sexual experience. Intercourse, you mean?
We're talking about intercourse, yeah.
I like that both of ours have been super weird and sad.
Am I just like illegal? Thailand.
Oh my god.
Prison.
Yeah. Refund? Alright. Hotel.
Yeah.
Lingerie. Xbox.
Perfect! Oh, so good, so good.
Okay, I just want to say.
Hotel and Xbox. I love that those
I
are
just-
together.
Want to say that I was maybe you were going to be like hotel, and you're turning into a joke motel.
Holiday Inn.
Okay, what? Please, Josh, explain.
Seriously, this is good.
They're like.
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Lingerie, hotel, Xbox.
Totally normal.
Totally norm.
Let's see. I was also 20. I
Yeah!
think.
20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, went to a hotel. And wanted some, some mood music. And I know what they have. It's probably Xbox.
Yes!
Plug it into the TV that they had there.
I love that.
And use it as a CD player.
That's so smart. That's so smart.
Yeah.
Original Xbox.
Original Xbox.
Yeah.
Do we know how large the original Xbox was?
It was huge. Like, it was twice the size of this box when it closed.
Twice the size of
Lugging
this
that
box,
thing around
which is
the hotel.
absolutely massive for those that can't see it. It is huge.
So while she was in the hotel bathroom putting on lingerie, I was hooking up an Xbox.
Yep.
Unbeknownst to her, so she comes out in lingerie and I've got an Xbox set up. I was like, what is happening?
What is that?
Yeah. Like, I thought that's what we were doing.
Oh my god, I love it.
Playing
so
some
much.
Halo.
Right.
Holy shit.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. I feel like all of us have some really interesting first times.
The fucking podcast that we do that's just us talking about banging is gonna be hilarious.
There's gonna be some weird ones in there. In a fucking cool it. In a good way.
In a good
like
way,
not
yes.
like yeah.
We're also gonna talk about love that episode.
Maybe.
Okay.
If we had it in our lives.
If we've ever seen it and happen in our lives.
If it even exists.
So we had some fun. We talked about some nostalgic things that we're nostalgic for. Halloween.
Good times.
Played Josh's awesome game of Do They Know? They do not.
They do not.
I just added that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, all questions. I thought there'd be more correct answers.
I know, I'm sorry. Again, the pressure.
Mine were pretty hard.
I thought mine were, for me, mine were hard
Same,
too.
yeah, like same. I was just like, oh shit, I don't.
You ended up smoking me twice my score.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I can't wait for your game.
I'm gonna smoke you right out of that
Yes.
maybe hairy butthole, my friends.
I have a topic,
Oh, nice.
but we'll speed round. We don't need to have like huge conversations about it. We'll just speed round it. I want you to say it's pet peeves. I want you to say what your number one pet peeve is, and then also something that you do that you're pretty sure is a common pet peeve of other people.
Right.
I haven't really thought about the second part for myself yet. So we can at least just speed round like what is like a big pet peeve of yours.
I'll start just because I know immediately the biggest pet peeve I have. It's people grinding their teeth on their like spoons or forks when they're like done eating, or when they're like. So my sister used to do this all the time, and absolutely drives me.
You can hear like the sound of the tooth on the
where you'll like clamp down on it to like grab a steak and pull it back, and you're
that is terrible. It's terrible.
It was the worst. I absolutely hated that.
Yeah.
Absolutely hated that. Somebody else go, because I don't know what the hell.
The follow-up was like, if I guess it would be more conversational, just to kind of get that going more. But yeah, I guess a pet peeve of mine. This is why I thought about this topic the other day. I was at Costco and was just astounded at the amount of grocery carts that were just all over the parking lot. That not one,
like not even an attempt.
Not even an attempt.
Yeah.
Like the place was packed. People were having a super hard time finding parking spots, and there were many parking spots that were just filled with carts because people wouldn't take them to where they were supposed to go.
Right.
And like that's a huge pet peeve. Like people like that combo of like lazy and selfish. Like that combination. Like I've never done that. I've never. And
it would never cross my mind to just be like meh and just leave it in the middle of a parking lot.
And like,
who's thinking that's okay?
Especially when it's like in a position where it can like roll and like hit something.
Yeah.
Like I've come out to my car and there's been a grocery cart leaning up against my car, and I don't know how hard it hit it. Like not even marked, but it's like what?
Yeah, the
Did someone arrested against it? Yeah, like that. So that's a big pet peeve of mine.
I really hate when and I feel like it just happens to me all the time. It just happened to me today at Ralph's, and I went to get some wine and some
booze.
What else did I get? Oh, ice cream. Wine and ice cream. Yeah, like I'm a woman basically. These two women that were in front of me, we were like walking out of the store at the same time, them right in front of me, and as soon as they exited, they just stopped. So they were just stopped right in front of the only way that people could come in and out. No moving away to the side. Literally just walked out and stopped, and like that's where they decided like where they were gonna go next or what they were gonna. I don't even know what you would do, but like it just makes it like it seems crazy to me to block. Like I also hate when people just sit on stairs,
but
like a staircase.
That's like such a weird like touristy thing to do too. Like,
yeah, it is very.
It happens all the time. Like I remember when I went to like New York, any city.
I just feel like it's inconsiderate. It's very like, don't you know that there are other people that also like need to use this one small space to move? Yeah,
it's very inconsiderate. You notice, like, I remember all the time, like in Chicago, it just happened. But we lived there, so you got so used to just like ducking and diving, avoiding. But it happens. I think everywhere, and it is super, super.
Oh, it gets me riled up, man. It seems so silly, but it just gets me going.
What do I do? I mean, I bet you guys could think of something.
I know that I probably piss people off a lot with my tardiness because I am very often not on time to anything, and it is the worst. It's annoying. I know that it's awful. I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. I like to be on time. For certain
it's the
things.
best to be on time.
Yeah.
It feels so good when you're on time or early to something, and I fucking always fuck it up. Except work, I can be on time to work pretty much every time.
Work.
Maybe response time for me. Like if someone's like, "Hey, can you get back to me?" And I take like 2 days, 3 days. Or like someone will text me, and like someone will like maybe like a girl will text me like, "Hey, what's going on? Just you want to hang out or thinking about you?"
Right.
I'll just like respond like 2 days later, like, yeah, what's up? I'm thinking about you too. It's like, no, clearly you're not. So phone etiquette, proper phone etiquette.
Sure.
Is probably something that I would say pisses people off.
Josh?
About a pet peeve that they have of mine. But seriously, Brian.
I know.
Right. You just be a little bit on time.
I know. People are seeing a lot of the back of my head during this, so.
Yeah, you gotta cheat out more.
Yeah, what am I, at an audition?
Unless they're not watching.
Or we'll just scoot over.
No, I'll just talk to you guys like this. If I want to look at you, I'll just make eye contact with you here.
Yeah.
Wait. There.
Yeah.
There. Right above Josh's head.
Yeah.
Is the camera.
I guess mine, kind of ties into being late, but it doesn't make me late, but I guess sometimes I will do things like slower, like getting ready or something like that. I don't know. One thing pops in my mind is I've been told that I am slow to, like, when I get in the car, like starting it up and like leaving. Like
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Not like a situation where like in a parking lot, someone's like waiting to get in. If that's happening, I'll let it go. But like, if my car's parked here in the garage, I get in, like just the whole like setup, like plugging my phone in, all the stuff like that, just takes a while. That's the only thing I think of right now. That just like taking my time with some things.
Right.
Does that person who told you that know the phrase that gets everybody moving? Wheels up. I don't think they understand.
Hey, guys, wheels up.
When someone's taking a little bit, wheels up, dude. Like, wheels up is, yo, we're moving now.
Right.
But see, the thing is, like, I take the slowness into my factor. Like, it doesn't make me be late. Like, I start getting ready earlier, and I just kind of take my time doing stuff.
Yeah, no, so that seems fine. Do you think that just is a part of, like, the way that you are? Like, you're not, like, a very... You know, like, how, like, just in general, like, people, like, maybe who, like, grew up in a, like, big city or just, like, always just kind of move in.
Yeah.
And other people are just, like, more mellow about everything.
I feel like that's it. I think I'm just kind of mellow when it comes to that kind of stuff.
There's only one time that I can remember that I got in a car with you that pops in my head. That
with Josh,
it was cool. Like, he's plugged his phone in. Like, we go down. We're like, hey, who's driving?
Right.
It's a normal thing. And it's like, you're driving. We're just walking the car. Hey, I'm driving. But one time, we jumped in Josh's car. He plugged his phone in. He got basically turned on the car, and then he just fell asleep. And I was like, I was trying to be polite, so I let him sleep for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Then after that 20 minutes, I was like, yo, Josh. And he's like,
I forgot to set my alarm.
He's like, oh, hey. And I was like, are we going to go? He's like, yeah, let's go. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I that's cool. I just, like, I get it. I get it now that he says that. Now that I know that's, like, something that he's consciously thinking.
Like, factored in the nap.
Yeah. Because I didn't know that.
You didn't know it was coming.
Guys, that was fun.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Yeah.
You want to, real quick, you want to throw it to me for sports?
Can we please?
Yeah, just throw it to me for sports.
Hey, this is Leo Kovac throwing it to Brian for working for our sports report.
Hey, it's me, Brian. I'm here for Sports Corner. The Bulls won, the Bears lost, the Hawks didn't play, and nothing else matters. Back to you, Leo.
Hey, Redskins were on a bye. I don't know about the Capitals, and I haven't followed the Washington Wizards in a very long time.
Josh?
Something was on. That's for sure.
Sports. Super lost fantasy, but we'll move on from that.
Yeah, fuck that.
I have a chance of possibly beating the person who's undefeated in our league.
Who they?
Yeah.
He actually,
Really?
Josh has 3 people left to play, and he's only down by like 35 points.
And one of them is my quarterback.
Please, God, destroy him.
Yeah, this is my first time ever doing any fantasy sport related thing, and there's someone in our league who has not beaten
lose.
yet. We're 7 weeks in. He is 7-0. I am the opposite almost. I'm 1-6.
Yeah.
But I have a decent shot at actually beating this guy tomorrow.
That's such good news.
All his people have played, and I have my quarterback, a running back, and my defense all tomorrow night.
Oh, that's pretty solid. And you need 30 points?
30-ish.
Cam Newton, Andre Johnson, and the Panthers. He might actually do it.
And the
Panthers defense.
Oh, you picked the Panthers D. I had them. I dropped them. I say you will do that.
I hope so. All right, guys. Well, by next week, we'll remind Josh to check in to see that if he did beat Houday.
We'll get back to you.
Watch Monday Night Football.
Some fact checking also.
Watch Monday Night Football. Cheer on Cam Newton, Andre Johnson, and all of the defensive people
On the Carolina Panthers.
Panthers. I am one of your hosts, Leo Kovalik. Again, you can find me at twitch.tv/Kovalik317. Still going strong on Extra Life. Check me out on extra-life.org/participant/Kovalik, KOV, as in Victor, ALIK 317. Or you can check us out on the team logo that we signed up for, extra-life.org/team/normally-normal. Also on Twitter, same, at Kovalik317. So that's me, guys.
Boom.
I am Josh Patton. I'm on Twitter at Patton_Josh. Also doing the Extra Life, so that's extra-life.org/participant/primordial-booze. You can find me around town. You'd probably be in my car just starting it up, you know. Gotta get up early tomorrow morning. Shooting a commercial tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Probably should have mentioned that at some point in the podcast.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I wanted to play my game.
What the hell, man? What is it? Oh, wait, can you not? Maybe.
I don't even know. Maybe we'll talk about it next podcast.
We'll talk about it next
how it
week.
goes.
All right.
But yeah, I had an audition this past Wednesday or Thursday, and found out the next day I got it, and shooting it tomorrow.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's it for me.
We'll talk more about it when
You can find me in
mics
this
turn off.
in this commercial that I haven't given you details about. Just watch TV. Find me.
Guys, just watch TV. I am your last host, Brian Colbert Kennedy, but call me BCK because that's my nickname. You can find me on Twitter at _BPCK, and I'm also I have a website, imbck.com. Check it out, and visit me at Bloodsows. I'll make you a drink.
Oh, yeah.
And then look for me just trying to ride Josh's commercial coattails.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Toots Magoose
Oh, yeah.
from the moon.
See you later, Toots.
And I'm the bartender from 7 Out Rebel IPA Bar. 100 taps on tape bar. Don't mind the back here.
Thanks again to Sam Adams for sponsoring this episode.
Little housekeeping as well. Check us out on normallynormal.libsyn.com.
LIBSYN.
LIBSYN. normallynormal.libsyn.com. Normally Normal on Twitter at normally_norm. This has been the Probably Sounds Awful podcast, episode 3.
We're 3 episodes in.
We are 3 episodes in. Email us if you like the service. I am trying to figure out how we're going to get iTunes going.
Oh yeah, I have some information to forward you from Drew Corey.
Let's check it out. But yeah, for Leo, for Brian, for Josh, for the PSA podcast, episode 3.
See ya!
I was gonna say some racist. But I'll say it.
Always say something racist.
You guys, it's a different world when you listen through this.
I know, I can only...
It sounds so loud, but now
Yeah.
hearing you guys like not in this, it's like, oh, it's gonna sound great.
Right.
Because that's why I've been trying to tweak it and look at stuff.
Interesting.
Oh, hey guys, we're still here for
Holy
you.
shit.
Oh yeah, you guys can hear
You
us.
guys are the best. Thanks for watching.
So glad I didn't say anything racist.
Yeah, joking. We love everyone.
Except for...